Hello everyone, I'm Yan, your favorite friendly Frenchman. Welcome to this special stream of the Saturday, the 15th of August. How is everybody doing? I'm doing alright myself, even though we are still pretty warm here in France. But yeah, I'm really happy to be with you all today to celebrate my birthday a little bit earlier than usual. Most of you guys know that my birthday is actually on the 16th, but tomorrow I will be going to a theme park with friends for not theme park day, for roller coaster day. So yeah, that's why I'm doing this stream on this evening. Maybe we'll make it to midnight though. Midnight is in about 3.5 hours, so maybe we will have time to spend it all watching all of my oldest creation, all of my creations from my first one on Planet Coaster 2 all the way to Belleflore episode 11 and doing a full tour of everything that I've ever made. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that in just one stream, but we're gonna try. So, so yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Very happy once again that you are all here on this eve of a special day, should I say, on the eve of my 26th birthday, and hopefully again we are gonna be together at midnight to celebrate in 3.5 hours. Let me greet you all. As I read the chat, let's see. Welcome Shane, welcome Guy, welcome Mr. Merlone, welcome Gia, welcome Super Artists, welcome Ginafa Stew, Loey, Cooper, Cheeseburger. I love cheeseburgers. I just had one for lunch, actually. I love that. Sorry. Welcome, Custom Corkscrews. Welcome, Makeshift Mean. Welcome, Jeffman. Welcome, Dan. Welcome, Dave. Welcome, Brice. Welcome, Miss. Welcome, Tony. And welcome, Roger. And Shane, thank you so much for the £1.99. Here's a small present for me, from me, sorry. Thank you so much. And for me, technically. Thank you so much. So yes, since we are not working on Belleflore today, don't you guys worry, you will still be getting your usual names if you donate in the park. But I'll be writing them down in my notes and adding them at a later date. So for example, here I have one time for Shane Turner. There we go, that's written down. Alright, so shall we get started? One to another coasters. For this stream, I dare you to make a layout with the new B&M Narrow dive in the American style. That's not the point of this stream. Welcome though, and welcome Levi, or Levy, I don't know. One or the other, I guess. The point of this stream, once again, is to tour everything that I've made from the beginning of Planet Coaster 2 to, well, today, to Belleflore 11 that just came out well, yesterday, not last day. Pfft, that's not something that people say. So yes, let's start with Air Force, which is the very first thing that I've ever made in Planet Coaster 2. Air Force basically was the way I could try on early access, even though early access was a very short period for me. I had like less than 24 hours to do all of this, and 48 hours to do the video that you saw. I believe it was on November 1st of 2024. It's almost 2 years since the game came out, guys. I don't know if you guys can realize. So yeah, there you go. This is the Air Force. Not much to it, honestly. I didn't have time to do a queue line. I did not have time to do much. At the time, can you believe it, that at the time, custom supports for coasters were not a thing. So they were not in the game. I was only able to work with pre-generated supports, which is why on this kind of banking you didn't have any supports that low to the ground, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. But yeah, there it is. And Miss, thank you so much for the €5. Little something to make tomorrow more sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me add you quickly to my notes. Miss Barbare one time. There we go. And yeah, it was basically me trying out the new coaster features that we had in the game. I really fell in love with it right as I started it, and I believe that despite the issues that were there, for example, the supports, the custom supports not being here initially, despite all of this, despite all of its flaws, I still saw the potential in the game, and I decided to follow it like with my own heart. Like I knew that this game would become something special at some point. Maybe not right away, because we had a lot of issues, I gotta be honest with you all. But it had great bones, and I think 2 years later, we can really see that it has great bones, that we can do pretty much anything that we want. It's a far better game than Planet Coaster 1 ever will be, and ever has been, I should say. And yeah, but that was my starting point. And of course, since this was one of the very anticipated new models, I had to do a Vekoma New Gen at that time. My coaster was on the front page for so long. Yes, in fact, if you look at your workshop right now, sorry, I'm burpy because of the cheeseburger I had earlier today. Because if you look at the, I think it's called most installed now, that page. If you look at the most installed page, it's still at the bottom of the page. Like, it's still there. It's still one of the most downloaded creations on the workshop. So yeah, that's really great. Andrew, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. And yeah, it's actually not my birthday today. It's gonna be my birthday in 3.5 hours. So thank you all so much for saying happy birthday in advance. It really means a lot to me. Hey NH, hey Mosby, thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Hey Noah, hey Marilyn, thank you so much for saying happy birthday. I remember adding crab balloons all over this ride on launch day. I remember that as well, yes. That's why, that's wild. I had one like that I needed to support. I want to know the first thing I made in this game. If you want to know, okay, the first thing you made in this game was a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Cool. So yeah, I still did the station and a lot of the staging, mostly the maintenance bay right here with a custom transfer track with not custom, well, technically there are custom supports, but they're flume supports, because that's the only thing that we had. So that's really funny that we had flume supports and not the coaster supports, and I think that really tells you that the game was kind of rushed out of the gates. But yeah, and there we have Hangar 611. 611 is the date when Planet Coaster 2 came out, on the 6th of November 2024. And of course, Generator 1608, which is, well, my birthday actually, which is tomorrow. So there we go inside there. Love that this was basically also the start of my ride info boards right here. Hey, this blows! Welcome to the stream, man. Happy almost birthday indeed. Thank you so much. Exactly, it's a Yan birthday eve. That's exactly what it is. Hey, hey Jaden, or Yadin. Jaden, I think it is. Welcome to the stream, man. This is the free party, it is. But for us, it is like the public party, let's say. And tomorrow I'll have a good time at Belleflore, of all places, in a theme park. With Broccoli Disblows actually that I'll see tomorrow, and my friend Hugo that you may have seen has his name in Belleflore for the bistro. All right, we shall ride Air Force now. So again, be kind to it. It was really my my first trial with the tools that Planet Coaster 2 had to offer, and again, this was really rushed compared to, you know, better things that I made later down the line. But to be fair, one thing that's really cool is that you can see that the smoothing was still pretty good. Actually, it's not that bad. I thought it would be worse than that. Oh, yeah. That's what I called the Air Force roll. And it's really nice. It's like a... so 360... that's 4... That's a 440 degree roll, technically. Yeah, really, really cool ride. I still really like the layout, but I feel like I should remake that someday. Like, completely... Whoops. Completely remake that someday when I'm done with Belleflore. Like, you know, as a one of my standalone builds. I feel like that should be a nice thing. Hey, Anne. Hey, Yappa. Hey, Lightpole. Hey, Mushi. Hey, Potato King. Hey, That Goofy Editor. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Oh my goodness. Air Force 2, that'd be a nice name for it, yes. That'd definitely be a nice name for it. And you know, with... I don't know, colors were good, weren't they? With the gray and the yellow. Fun fact about the colors, actually. They were inspired by Star Wars' Naboo Starfighter that you can see in Phantom Menace. I don't know if a lot of you guys will have that reference or not, but yeah, it was really inspired by the gray and the well, it's mostly silver, really. It's like a chrome finish to the Naboo Starfighter. But of course, we can't have that in Planet Coaster 2, so I settled for this light gray and yellow. So yeah. Welcome, Hugo. Thank you so much for the birthday wish, and Kwame as well. Thank you so much. What do you have planned for Belleflore? A lot of things. A lot of things. A lot of things. You'll have to be more specific than that. I will say, though, that as of the episode that came out yesterday, if you haven't seen it, by the way, go watch it. It's really good. As far as this is concerned, I was 70% finished with our park, our Belleflore. So yeah. What's one thing I want for my birthday? For this to continue. For Belleflore to Belleflore, for the channel to hopefully not Belleflore. Hopefully Belleflore will finish at some point. But yeah, I would love for it to continue my whole life. I've said that. Of course, it's not something that you guys can give me. It's not something that anyone can give. Well, technically you can, but like over a long period of time and with your support and all that. Wow, I'm already getting emotional. We're like, what? 13 minutes into the stream. But yeah, it's I would love for this whole adventure to really go on for my whole life, despite the form that it may take on Planet Coaster 2, Planet Zoo 2, maybe other games that will come down the line. But I still really want to do a lot in that space, in that video game meets theme park or meets themed entertainment space at the very least. So yes. Belleflore Hotel, possibly? Yes, there is a hotel planned, indeed, yes. Is Belleflore getting the Silver Dollar City striker? No, it is not. No, it is not. There is no striker in the game, unfortunately, so no. A water park? No idea what that is. An indoor water park? What is that? I've never heard of that. I've never heard of that. What is that? I've no idea what it is. Hey, Coaster King USA, welcome to the stream. Belleflore Zoo, possibly in Planet Zoo too. Yes, that's something I have considered and that I may consider in the future. We shall see whether the Planet Zoo content works or not. Hey Leo, hey Lunixori, welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Alright, so yes, this was Air Force. Air Force is a really, really nice blueprint. Hey Nicolos! Welcome to the stream. Honestly, nothing special. Once again, it was really rushed during the like 2 days of early access I got before the embargo went live. But yeah, I'm still pretty proud of it. Still pretty proud that it's amongst the most downloaded things on the workshop to this day. In fact, fun fact: originally, Esden Wolf's Wilderness Springs was amongst the most downloaded and was like really high up, and now Air Force has overtaken Wilderness Springs, and I think it's because it's Air Force is literally able to be played with on any console and is a blueprint, so it's able to be placed by anyone in any park. And this is what I like with blueprints. That's what I would love to do. More blueprints and with more various rides in general. But yeah, as Dan is making a PC park, so already there's like the whole console population that is completely out of the gate, but out of the question. But yeah, that is what it is. New coaster name, Air Response. We shall see. We shall see. I'm not there yet. First of all, I have to finish Belleflore. What do you think about the new flat rides? I find them amazing. I'm not sure if I like the cinema, but I love the dynamic motion stage and the what is it that they call that? The ground control. You know what would be great is that making a whole area around this and having a ground control right here just for the fun of it. I think that would be nice. That would be really nice. When is the next Belleflore episode coming out? Are you kidding me? There was literally an episode yesterday. I'm working on it. Hold on. I'm doing my best, Anne. I'm doing my best. I made an indoor pool a while ago, although that probably doesn't class as a water park. Hey, it is a pool. It works. Of course the film guy doesn't like cinema. Of course I don't. What's cinema? That sounds pretentious. I'm not pretentious at all. Oh my goodness. We do need bigger space for console, for sure. For sure. It's Danse Macabre from the Efteling, the rotating benches. Yes, I love that. I love that for sure. I love that for sure. Hey, Anacible, welcome to the stream. Nice to see you, man. Alright, so, hey Theme Park Universe, welcome to the stream and thank you for the birthday wish. Would be amazing if you would put the Efteling Danse Macabre in Belleflore. I will not. And I've thought about it. There is a Yan crashing out every time we ask for the next Belleflore episode, especially when the last episode was like yesterday. It's so annoying. It's literally so annoying. I'm working as fast as I can. This is my full-time job, guys. I don't know if you realize. But I can tell you that Building Belleflore will be back, the streams I mean, on Wednesday. And there might be a giveaway of the DLC on Wednesday. We shall see. We shall see. I'm just saying that. Be there on Wednesday. If so, that'll be named the giveaway stream. Or something like that. Like, building stream plus giveaway or something. Bon anniversaire from Vienne. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Alright, so we are done with our first blueprint. Technically, I've started Camp Tasso Park right after that, but we're gonna check out Camp Tasso Park. Basically, we're gonna check out our creations in chronological order. So the next thing that I did is something that I've never shown on camera. Well, in a video. I've shown it on stream a couple times, I think. Ooh, first Belleflore episode with the new silver screen will be really cool. Yes, because the fry shop will be an actual fry shop now. So just for that was great. The intro of your last Belleflore episode was so incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much. I love that. I've loved doing that. I love doing things that allow me to do vocal characters. I love voice acting in general. So I'm really really happy that you like that and that a lot of people seem to like it. I feel like people did not appreciate as well the the funnier or more uh, advertising intros that I've done in the past, or other things. But this, because it was more serious and because it was more along the lines of storytelling, I feel like a lot of people enjoyed that one better than they did the previous ones, which I love because I love doing voices in general. I love creating vocal characters. So yeah, so yeah. Oh my goodness, I got to drink. It's still pretty warm. Like today was, I don't know, 36, 35 degrees, I think. Was yeah, it's super warm here and I'm melting because of my PC. The train on the inverted coaster is so cool. Thank you. Yeah, I love that one as well. Happy birthday, dude. Hope you got the new DLC as a present from Frontier. Mm, maybe. Maybe. Just maybe. Let's. Maybe. Maybe. It might get cooler in the next couple of days. That's what I'm worried about. Is that tomorrow apparently it could we could get a thunderstorm while driving down to, well, for me up and for broccoli and disblows down to Belleflore. So I'm a little bit concerned about that. Jeffman, thank you so much for the £5 to go towards your day in Belgium and for the next stream as I'm busy around that time. Thank you so much. Let me write you down in my notes so that I remember to add you to the park once again. Jeffman 2025 one time. Thank you so much, man. The fry shop does not have a shop brand name like Monsieur Frites in Planet Coaster 1. I feel like that's great though. Because if you don't want to do a branded shop, I feel like that's better, isn't it? Like that way it's just a generic thing and you can do your own brand. Hello Elias, welcome to the stream. Also the Amazonia for me. Oh yeah, I cannot wait to go on that. Coaster Vision, welcome to the stream. Do you think you could make a six-flag park without looking at concept art? Obviously I could. I don't want to because it's boring, but yes, I could. I think I could if I wanted to. Forecast looks alright, but I bet it'll be a fun day either way. Yeah. Especially if it's a terrible like day weather-wise. We'll be alone in the park. It's mostly an outdoor park, so that will not be as good, but we'll be fine. We'll be completely fine. Anyway, let's have a quick look at this. This is not something I've ever shown. This is something called Abandoned Park in my files, and this was the first contest that I wanted to do on Planet Coaster 2 before before basically Miss showed me my the diorama platforms that she made, and I decided to take one of them and do the diorama contest instead, because that one would have taken so much time, and I was already doing Camtasso Park at the time. Let's press play actually to have more of a better idea of the vibes. But yeah, this is an abandoned park that you guys would have had to fix. Basically, you were buying an old park, and you would have had to fix it up. And there were rules and all that. It was a great concept, but it was like far too time consuming, and so I didn't end up making it. But you have a water feature that's completely dried up and has moss into it now. The name of the park is completely falling down, and yeah, originally it was called Yan Park, but if you look at it, some I don't know, teenagers or I don't know, some people did some vandalism, and now it's called anarchy, which is awful. And some of the letters have been completely erased and all that. And yeah, it's not looking so hot. It's definitely like the idea of making this kind of an RCT scenario was a conscious choice. I really wanted it to feel like that. And one of the rides that I did, which is not something I've ever done, so it's not smooth. So I'll smooth it very, very quickly. I think I should start here so that we can have a POV. But essentially, it's an old Vekoma, custom Vekoma looper, which is pretty cool. I think it goes well with the vibe of a Vekoma looper, and I was really happy about that. And then, you know, I went on to do the diorama contest. Let's just smooth it one time, because otherwise I feel like it'll be too smooth, which we don't want for that type of coaster. Boom. And I know that we have to select all of this, put it to none. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And the same on this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Alright, let's have a ride on looping 1. I should put it in front bumper as well. Hey Kiara, hey Grim Dev, welcome to the stream, guys. Happy birthday, thank you so much. Had to pop in for a little bit. My break is about to end. Well, good luck on your job then. Are you enjoying your birthday week, Yan? I don't really do a birthday week, honestly. And if I'm being completely honest, I've been working so hard this week, so I haven't really celebrated until today, until, well, this stream, to be fair. So yeah, but yeah, I'm definitely enjoying myself. And there we go. Lurking for a bit, just streamed myself. That's cool. It's another old person. What do you mean old person? I'm 25 turning 26 tomorrow. What do you mean? What do you mean? Welcome to the stream, the Sports Stooge. And there we go. That was the Vekoma looper that was gonna be in this park. Really cool layout, I gotta say. It's pretty simple and pretty straightforward, but I really like it. Very, very much. It's very, like, typical Vekoma jankiness. Even though it's pretty smooth. Like, I probably smoothed it too much. But it's pretty cool, I would say. Anyway. So that was Abandoned Park. Let's continue with Tiny Rockets, which is definitely better. Once you're 21, it's downhill from here. I wouldn't say so. I started living again after 21. I gotta say. So there we go. We are now entering the better blueprints era of my time on Planet Coaster 2. With Tiny Rockets, my first, I think, Gerstlauer bobsled in the game. Look at this. It's really nice. I wanted to have a rocket centerpiece, like right around here, but I decided not to put it because it's it would have distracted from the layout and the station itself, which in itself is like really cool architecturally. Awesome coaster. It could almost be built in an actual park just because of the jank. Exactly, yes. I want to play Planet Coaster 2, but I have a feeling I'm missing out on pieces that's coming out on this Wednesday that might be slightly better. I'm gonna be totally honest with you guys. You will all want to wait for building anything, literally anything, with any pieces whatsoever, until the update comes out. That is all I'll say about that. Anyway, the tiniest of all rockets, indeed. So, this is Tiny Rockets, a nice Gerstlauer bobsled. I love this thing. This is where I debuted or debuted, I don't know. You guys say debuted in English, but it should be debuted. So weird. May I ask you a dumb question, Yen? Of course, anytime. Anytime. If I can answer it, that is, but I think I can. And yes, that's when I debuted the right sign that a lot of people have been using in their creations. That really nice right sign. And I don't want to use it again, honestly. I completely changed it again after that. And yeah, nope, debuted. And that was also the first time I did a proper cattle pen, I believe. Like, proper straight cattle pen like this. Because at the time, we weren't able to have angled paths, I believe. We had to make it by hand with the nodes and all that. So that's really cool. Speaking of the update, you're streaming that day? Yes, of course I am. I am streaming, and there will likely be a... well, likely. Maybe there will be a giveaway happening during that stream, so be there. Be there for sure. And I love how the queue line is like right next to the brake run right here. Looks legit. Yes, it is. It is really legit. And there, like, you can see some of the really nice effects that I had going on. There's like a smoke machine under there and a smoke machine at the bottom of the rocket here, to basically symbolize that it is taking off. And if you remember from the video I did a year and a half ago on this specific project, there is like 2 different settings that you can set for the ride. There's also this that we'll see right after the ride. But basically, if you press, well, if you roleplay a little bit, if the guests press the button, they can go and do boost mode, as you can see here. And so the base setting is boost mode. Whoops, how about get here? I'm not a coaster builder. How high do you usually go with the lift hill? How long do you do the first launch? And how do you build a coaster step by step smooth? That is multiple questions. So first of all, a height of a lift hill, it's completely different depending on the coaster. If you have a family coaster like the one we're riding right now, which is on top of that a Wild Mouse style coaster, it will be a pretty short coaster. I believe this is like 13 meters tall, which is not a lot. But for bigger coasters that need a lot more momentum, you can go higher. But once again, it depends on the model. So what I suggest you do is research your model on Roller Coaster Database to see what exists in the world when it comes to that particular model. And then try to do something that is along those lines, that is kind of really really similar to what exists in real life. Something that is believable, really. Realism is not really realistic. It's more about being believable than being realistic, in my honest and humble opinion. As for the first launch, it's pretty much the same, although I will say that it is pretty important to have a really important launch, like a really long launch, because that's also what will slow down the train in case of a failure. So realism-wise, you will want something that is like at least 2 or 3 times the base length of the train, and if it's a small train, do a little more than that, you know. But once again, look it up online, see what similar coasters to the coaster that you want to build exist, and try to basically mimic that to make it believable once again. As for building a coaster step by step and smoothing it, what I do is do element per element. What that means is, let's go out through the exit. So for example, for this, I have the lift hill. Lift hill, for me, is one element. If it feels nice, then I'll keep it and do the next element, which is this kind of S-turn, downwards drop and down and upwards turn. And so I'll do a save of the first pass I do at that element. And if that works, that's great. Usually I look at the forces, if they're realistic and all that. If you don't really want to go for the forces, it's fine. But, you know, it's all about shaping and forces. If both of those make it through my testing and, you know, redoing the element or not, I will basically save that without it being smoothed. I should precise. Like, always smooth your things after you've saved, and then go back to the save with the layout that's unsmoothed and do the next element, and so on and so forth. Essentially. Hey, to Dewey and Bryce, thank you so much for the birthday wishes and welcome to the stream, guys. Nice to see you. And if you theme it, first layout and then theming, or step by step? Depends on the project. Once again, depends on... It's not a one size fits all, essentially, in general, in anything. It's whatever suits your style, first and foremost, but also what suits the project. For example, Borealis in Belleflore, I built the layout first, and the coaster first in general, and then I built the area. For Wildwater Canyon, I've built... No, let's actually start with Wildwater Town. I've done the entire town, the entire area, and then at the very end, I've built the wooden coaster. Then for Wildwater Canyon, what I did is build all of the attractions at the same time. That way I can make sure that everything fits together and that it's not a mess to figure out. And for Kukulkan, that has premiered yesterday, from the latest episode of Belleflore, I've built the layout first and did the area around that. So, you know, it's not a one size fits all. It depends on what you want to do with your project, but yeah, it's basically my whole way of doing it. It depends on what I want to do with that specific project and what the needs of the project are. So hopefully that helps. Hey, Bentoka, Nitro, and Risen, welcome to the stream, and Blue Jay as well. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you all so much for the birthday wishes, and thank you all so much for joining. A little late to the stream. It's okay. It's okay. We're going for a nice long stream since we're only showcasing things. It's not going to be as tiring, as exhausting, I should say, as the other types of stream that I can do. But your actual birthday is tomorrow, right? Yes, it is. It is. So you're streaming into your birthday. That is basically what I want to do today. That's right, yes. Hey, Jan, I haven't been too much active in the community, but happy birthday, man. Congrats on everything, and you deserve even more. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. You've been one of my first viewers, so that really means the world to me. And in fact, speaking of the supporters, look at the supporters that were featured on the 31st of December 2024. New channel was Disblows, I believe. So Disblows is the very, very first channel supporter I've ever gotten. Then we have Birdie, we have Shane, who's also in the chat. Bentoka is in the chat as well. Miss is also in the chat. I don't know if Joshua is around today, but yeah, Joshua is also a usual viewer of the streams, if you remember correctly. So yeah, it's kind of crazy to think that at the time you guys were 9, and now, let me check actually on the YouTube Studios app. Now, you guys are 46 members, whether it be channel supporters or VIP supporters. So yeah, thank you all so much for being channel supporters. You really make a difference. Like it literally changed my life, the channel supporter thing. I was here before Planko too. Wow, that is a long time then. That is a very long time. Thank you so much for being there then. Oh, also, there we go. Tiny rockets, Gerstlauer bobsled, height 11 meters. 11 meters. Okay, I thought it was higher than that. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I love those. And of course, the transfer track and maintenance right here. Love this so much. Love this so much. Yeah, a nice little project. Of course, here you could access, well, in theory. At the time, we didn't have the invisible path thing. But yeah, you could access inside the layout and all that. So that's great. And here's the exit. So yeah, that was Tiny Rockets. Another really nice blueprint. And I would say this is when the what's it called? The blueprints really started to get up to my standard, if that makes any sense. Wow, this blows! Thank you so much for the 9 new channel supporters. We have the Dewey, Bentoka, Tiffany, the Real BMG, and Maximilian, who are now channel supporters. So enjoy! Oh, I should write you down. I always forget now because it's rarer to get that, but I should also write you down to add you to the park later down the line. Third time winning. Little gift and sorry in advance. That's okay. That's okay. But yeah, that's our old layout for Tiny Rockets. Like really proud of this one. Really inspired by speed rockets at Jardin d'Acclimatation in Paris. So yeah, really happy with what I did, and it was a nice amuse-bouche for what I would do later down the line, which yeah, I think the next one that I did, the next bobsled that I did was Opaz Rodelbahn, right? In Belleflore after that. So quite a while until then. And then, oh my goodness. Oh no. We get to Barnstormer. Pretty sure I was probably about pre-Planko 2 as well. Or failing that not long after it got released. Oh, you were here like way before Planet Coaster 2, Shane. Basically we started being around one another when we were mods for Iron Maddie, I believe in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. And in 2022, I started my channel. I don't know if you were following me at the time, but we knew ourselves from then already. and I believe it was 2023 when I launched my own Discord server, and so I asked you because you have really nice technical knowledge of how moderation works in general, uh, and so I really really wanted you around to help me figure all of this stuff out, and all of these years later, you are now here, which is still here, I should say. So that means the world to me, honestly. Well, I think the first video I watched from you was when you showcased Valley America from GLW Games back in 2020, probably 23, yes. Valley America, I'm gonna be honest, I have no idea what Valley America is. What was Valley America? I'm so sorry, I don't remember. This was around the time Esden made his large park, if I remember correctly. Yes, but also this was. Let's press play. There's no music on those blueprints, unfortunately. This was originally something that Corvus asked me to do for Cedar Cove, and unfortunately, he never used it. So there we go. So there we go. That's saying a lot, I think. But regardless, I took extra special care making that beautiful, beautiful blue B&M family coaster, inverted family coaster, I should say, inspired by Phoenix Rising and also a number of Vekoma SFC. Barnstormer is such a banger. It is such a banger. Thank you so much for saying so. It's my second most downloaded thing, actually. I think it's like at 20,000 because, as you said, Blue Jay, later down the line, Esden Wolf used it in Wilderness Springs and kind of butchered it over the months that it was in the park. But as far as I'm concerned, I love this thing to bits. Like, this is such an underrated and honestly forgotten blueprint of mine. Most people didn't actually see the video that this was made in. But yeah, between the nice Barnstormer here with the 1608, which is tomorrow. Hey Andric, welcome to the stream, man. And also the Tiny Yan, the old version of Tiny Yan, I should say. But yeah, this is a nice thing. I almost reused that Barnstormer I made in La Serpiente, in the last episode of Belleflore, in episode 11 of Belleflore, because what I wanted to do is to have a crashed plane somewhere in the jungle, and then I was like, wait, there's a village next to the jungle. It makes zero sense to have a plane crash down here and, you know, have an expedition spawning from that. So I decided against it, but I almost reused it. And of course, the very, very nice overbanked turn over the entrance that is like so iconic. Love it so much. Oh my god, I did a description as well. Experience a family-friendly flight and drop into fun-filled twists and turns. The Barnstormer speeds up to 66 kilometers an hour and is the perfect adventure for families to embark on together. That was cool. I believe I took inspiration from Phoenix Rising's description that they have on the website, and same for the height restrictions, of course. And that is one of the coolest ride signs I've ever made to this day. Like, look at this shot, just this shot. That is like, so nice. I love it. Birthday stream, woo! Welcome, Broccoli. Welcome, man. I remember this is when I started watching your channel. Barnstormer was my entry to your channel, I believe. That's so cool. That's so nice to know. Yeah, Barnstormer, I think a lot of people learned that I existed thanks to Barnstormer and thanks to Esden Wolf using it in his park. I don't know if that was the case for you guys, but yeah, I love Barnstormer. It's still one of my favorite blueprints I've ever done. Oh my goodness! Broccoli, thank you so much for the 5 channel supporters. And Lorenzo, De Gabani, Sean, Xmanzi, and Chris are now channel supporters. Let me add you to the park. Broccoli X1, there we go. Thank you so much, man. Are you guys challenging me? But yeah, I love how this interacts with the layout in general. Like, look at it. This is like so cool. It could have done with some netting. I'm gonna be honest with you guys, especially here. But I love how it goes underneath the lift hill, really next to the track. Hey, Char Blinks, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. And then you have this beautiful flower field with the barn in the distance. Oh my goodness, guys! Hendrik with the 10 channel supporters. This is like spamming the chat. What the hell? Hendrik, thank you so much, man. You're crazy. Happy birthday, Young. Hey, I'm not 26 yet. I will be 26 in about 2 hour for 40. So 2 hour 38, I should say, actually. But thank you so much. And then you have another cattle pen. This is the first time I used my tech for the modular cattle pen. And since this was supposed to be a Corvus blueprint at the time, it's I really wanted it to be a realistic blueprint. Like I put extra effort into the realism, and so right here you can see the final brake run and the transfer track that we have right here, which is not really realistic, huh? I don't have my rails on there. Weird. But yeah, you have the maintenance bay over there, which is way too short, I think. Way too short. I don't think it would fit one train. Then you get inside the barn. I think my small present has triggered a gift avalanche. I think so, yes. Actually, it's a blessing light pole. What are you talking about? Link at 6 PM EST. Yes. Yes, for sure. Oh no, light pole. Hold on. Oh, okay. That's why you were saying light pole. But yeah, I love this area right here. Look at that. Because now you can become a VIP member. What the hell? Are you guys actually giving away some VIP memberships? What the hell? Because I can't see that right here. But Broccoli, thank you so much for the 1 subscription. You guys are flipping me. Like, that is like kind of crazy what you guys are doing right now. You guys are crazy. Am I even in the Discord? I don't know if you are, but the link is in the description if you want to check. So yeah, anyway, let's continue this tour. This is like a typical barn with a tiny yen right here. That we can't give VIPs away. Phew, thank God, otherwise that would be a nightmare for me to filter through everyone. These are the stats for Barnstormer. 23 meters, 66 kilometers an hour, and 498 meters long. And here is our train. Oh, and numbered rows as well. I forgot about that. This feels like an Oprah Winfrey show. Yes. You get a subscription. You get a subscription. Everyone gets a subscription. What do I use for reference? What kind of reference are you talking about, really? If you're talking about my reference for making that type of coaster, as I said to Kayara earlier, I look at things that have been built in the world, and try to take inspiration from that, but also, you know, kind of do my own thing. Like with this one, it's kind of like a mix between a B&M family invert and a Vekoma SFC. So a Vekoma take on that, and then you have like a much more, in my opinion at the very least, a much more well-paced creation. See you, Broccoli. Thank you so much for stopping by, and see you tomorrow, man. Theming or buildings? Honestly, I take a lot of inspiration from what has been made by other people in the community. I take a lot of inspiration from real life as well. May it be real life existing building or theme park stuff. Well, real life existing building or theme park stuff. Obviously, theme park stuff are real buildings. But yeah, it's oh, number trains. Look at that. It's like, for example, you want a typical American barn. There it is, right? You will like Google American barn, and you'll probably find something of the sort. If I want to find a French manor to build for Belleflore, then I'll gather images from French manors that exist around the region that Belleflore is set in, and I'll try to feed from that. So yeah, there we go. Hey Eclipse, welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the birthday wish. And welcome, Elevator Warden. Wow, this is my first time saying it properly. Welcome to the stream, man. Oh my god, I've just got played an ad for Polaner. No, sorry, I should say it in a German accent. Paulaner Spezi. Is that correct? Paulaner Spezi, something like that. Yeah, the internet knows you. But anyway, yes, this was Barnstormer. Probably one of my favorites in terms of the blueprints that I've done. Really, really well-rounded in general. Obviously, it was gonna go in a friend's park at the time, so I was really, really taking care of it, of what I was making essentially. But yeah. Are you going to use the waiting time signs in Belleflore? No, I will not, because they do not fit my my style in Belleflore, unfortunately. Yeah, sounds like proper high German. Thanks, I guess. Hey, Shane, thank you so much for the 1 subscription. And it went to Luxo. So Shane Turner times 2. There we go. Thanks again. The gifts that keep on giving. Yes. Yes, for sure. Let's have a bird's eye view on Barnstormer now. But yeah, as you can see, it's pretty compact as well. Like, it's pretty small blueprints. And there is the maintenance bay, which is not realistic at all. Like, this is kind of where I screwed up, but otherwise, yeah, it's a pretty nice blueprint. I really like it to this day. You know what theming pieces would be cool for Viking Hue? Have you looked at the Viking set? That seems obvious, man. Do they not just have a default wait time sign that you can decorate into the Belleflore aesthetic? Unfortunately, they don't have circular wait time signs. There is a what's it called? A rectangular one that is pretty basic, but that doesn't really fit on top of the wait time thingy that I have. So I would rather do it the way I've been doing it for this whole time. And for the next park and the next blueprints, make it with that new one. That way it's more accurate. Can we write it? We've just written it before you arrived, Elevator Warden. So we'll actually. Whoa. Oh yeah, I don't have the HUD on. We'll actually go to the next one. Let us see. I think the next one is Camtasso Park. So this is like the big first thing. I think. Let me think. Yeah, I think the next big thing is Camtasso Park. So yeah, big park tour going on, and it's my first time going back to Camtasso Park since long time actually. I don't know. Very, very, very long time. I can't remember the last time I went in Camtasso Park, and it loads so quickly as well. What the hell? All right, let's boom. There we go. Get on the ground. Yan, what's up, brother? Just wanted to hop on there and wish you a happy birthday really quick. Hope you're having an awesome day, buddy. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. As I told everyone, and as you can see in my name, actually, the real birthday is tomorrow, but I'm doing this today. That way we might make it all the way to midnight and actually, like, wrap up the stream with an actual happy birthday, you know. But yeah, I'm doing good. I'm doing good, as you can see. Living the YouTuber life, I should say. Would be nice if they did have circular wait time signs. Yes, it would indeed. Anyway, first of all, because this is the first park with a lot of audio, can you guys hear me fine still? Because it's going like a little loud in my ears. I just want to check that before we get started with Camtasso Park. Also, something to keep in mind is that Camtasso Park was done before the music overhaul of the entire game with the Parades DLC. So bear in mind that this is probably gonna have some audio cuts, essentially, throughout the park, which is not my fault. Do y'all rather drink coffee or tea or be a real one and drink chocolate milk? I actually don't drink any hot stuff in general. I'd rather just stick to water like a very boring person. Sorry to disappoint. Alright, everything seems fine. Let's get started. Alright, so to give a little bit of backstory, Camtasso Park is my first and only park on console. And my first, despite that, my first completed park series on the channel so far. Soon to be, obviously, Belleflore is soon to be the second one. And here we go through the Camtasso Park security, which are actually disguised entrance thingies, entrance booths, like in-game entrance booths. There we go. So for example, what we have right here with the audio cutting, that's because of the new Parades pack. Parades update 10, essentially. We can't really hear music everywhere, so that's probably something that is going to be a bit of a problem throughout the tour, but that's fine. That's totally fine. Something that is really cool and that a lot of people might not know if you're a new viewer of the streams is that Camtasso Park is getting a remake a few months after Belleflore, essentially. I want to make this concept of... so, if you guys don't know, Camtasso Park means mascot park. And the idea was that I should make a park for all the mascots in the game and have areas about all the mascots in the game. And so Camtasso Park was my first attempt at that concept and a console park as well. But now that I have a PC, I want to make a proper Camtasia world, and so we'll do that as the next park series. So if you guys didn't know, there you go, some exclusive information. Hey, happy birthday, Ian. Thank you so much, Anthony. Thank you so much. It's actually tomorrow, as you can see in my name, but as I said, we are doing this this tour of every single Planet Coaster 2 creation I've ever made, and then we are going to try and celebrate at midnight. And yes, this was really inspired by the Chronos Gate at Epic Universe, with all of the lands being represented with those medallions that we have spinning at the center. Me too used to call it magic drink. Oh, right. Okay, you're talking about chocolate milk. There we go. Hey Eloa, welcome to the stream. Did not place that. So double celebration tomorrow? Double celebration indeed, yes. And this is the dream projector that projects basically the whole park. Will you be keeping that entrance or making a new one? I will be making a completely new park. I will make the park from scratch. I will not be keeping anything. There is not a single thing from Camtasia Park that will come back into Camtasia World. Well, the concept will. And these were the channel supporters for well, for the release of the final park. So that's about 120 people, I believe, because that's about the time when people were giving away a lot of subscriptions, and so a lot of people ended up having so many people ended up being channel supporters without actually being channel supporters. Like we have a lot this evening actually with our I believe 21 new channel supporters. So we went from 46 to 67. No, 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 I will not say it. I think I have to though. I think I have to. We now have 6-7 channel supporters. Oh my goodness. Help. But yes, there we are. These were the channel supporters at the time. And at the time as well, you guys were only 5,915 on the channel. So yeah, and that is leading you to this beautiful view across the lake. Well, it's not really a lake, the water feature of what I called Camtasia City, which is our hub area, really, our main streets. It's been 2 years, let it die. I'm sorry, I'm trying, but people keep reminding me. Here is Chief Beef. Yes, yes, this blows. This blows. Thank you so much for not making it 6-7 anymore. Now it's 68. If you guys do it one more time, well, there we go. It's now 69. That is a better actual unk kind of number, I should say. This blows. Thank you so much. And Flooded Tombs, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for the birthday wishes. As you know, it's tomorrow though. But yeah, thank you so much nevertheless. And yeah, because I didn't like the console complexity meter, I put this building in, and you can see that I put console terror as graffiti on top of complexity meter. And on this side is only the lost and found. And since we've seen Chief Beef, we could actually go to the Chief Beef police station, which is kind of an equivalent of Burger King in my mind, you know. And so there's the menu. You have the cheeseburger, which is kind of your regular... Whoa, sorry, I burped here. your regular burger. Wow, your regular. Well, let's say regular burper. Yeah, there we go. Your regular burger. And then you have the Shane burger, which is named after Shane Turner. Basically, there are Easter eggs for all of my mods in this park, and the Shane burger is one of those. And then you have probably what would be my favorite, the firefighter burger with the bun patty, jalapenos, pickles, lettuce, tomatoes, and tiki chiki hot sauce, which is an Easter egg towards tiki chiki, the tiki chiki brand from the original game. Happy almost birthday, Yan. I hope you're having an incredible day and have an amazing year. Thank you so much, Finishing. Thank you so much. This blows. Thank you so much for being there for a little bit, and see you tomorrow. Actually, see you tomorrow at Belleward. I also have to get up early tomorrow, but I'm streaming, so yeah. I missed Tiki Chiki as well, Anthony. So yeah, there we go. This, I don't think is working anymore. Or it's only activating when it's nighttime. But basically this is supposed to be a police light. And there you have the welcome citizen sign with the burger outline. Krylo, welcome to the stream. And thank you so much for the birthday wishes. And for blessing me as well. Is Belleflore finishing? Thank you so much for the $9.99 US. Thank you so much, man. Let me add you to the people I need to add to the park. Phoenix. Sing. There we go. One time. Thank you so much, man. Is Belleflore last going to be... is the last Vekoma in Belleflore going to be the flying coaster? No, it is not, no. It's going to be a sit-down LSM coaster that is going to rival Toutatis as the tallest and fastest coaster in France. So there we go. That's our Burger King kind of looking place with... Honestly, it's kind of dark, but I think it's because of those that usually... when I built this, basically, those were always on, and you couldn't really turn them off. And now they did, so you have to put them on loop. So it's a little bit dark. I'm sorry if it's too dark. But here you have a classic, you know, fast food kind of things. And in my opinion, this is a clue board, right? With the clues and all that. But it's essentially the what's it called? The ingredients for everything that goes on into making the burgers. There you have Brofficers onlys. Brofficers are my mods essentially. Are we still on the funny number? I think so. Yes, I think we're still on 69. I can see it, but I can check it for you if you want. Let's see. Actually, I can't. Because it's stuck at 46 for me. It takes a day to update, unfortunately. But I think we still are at 69, yes. Happy birthday, Yan. Thanks so much, Lyndon. Welcome to the stream. And so, every time you'll see a number, you'll see 1608, which is obviously tomorrow, my real birthday. And yeah, here's the access to the kitchen. There's an interrogation underway. I would have loved to put a screen here with Chief Beef and you know, have this be interactive. Oh, well, speak of the devil. There he is. And also here you have drawers with a little joke with top secret, middle secret, and bottom secret. Which, one of my better jokes ever. And of course, right here with the bin, you have the evidence disposal. So, there you go. Alright, back outside. Let's go on the other side to the Gulpy store. The Gulpy factory, I should say. Look at that. So in my mind, the Gulpy factory has been around for a long time because it's been established in 2016 when the first game came out. I love in the interiors now that we're able to have a separation between the soundtracks. That is a nice thing that happened since update 10. Hey Pumpkinhead Man and Beyond Coasters, welcome to the stream. Gonna watch some fireworks, what the hell? Okay, have fun. Hope it is very fun for you. It is very fun for me, and it'll be tomorrow when it is the real day of my birthday on the 16th, because I will be at a theme park. See you, Shane. Thank you so much for tuning in and also for donating and giving away some subscriptions to people. And here we have the menu with T-Rex Soda, Raptor Energy. We now have the Raptor in the game, which is so cool. And the Paradise Tea. Paradise Tea. I don't know how you say it. Probably the P is silent. So Paradise Tea, I think. So yeah. And you have the Banana Blaster, the Kiwi Cruncher, the Lychee Launcher, and the Mango Muncher. There we go. My favorite area in this park is every area. Yeah, it's really hard to have a favorite area, isn't it? But yeah. Recycle, save the dinosaurs as well. And also, this was the first or second time, I think, I used screens. And at the time I said that I really wanted to use screens as some piece of theming. Now I'm not sure that I want that anymore, because I'm more of a physical theming kind of guy. But, you know, maybe someday. Yen, do you remember the toilet ride you were gonna make? I wasn't actually going to make it. That was kind of a weird thing that happened during a stream. But yes, I do remember it. Of course I do. How could I forget? And speaking of toilets, actually, let's go to the Nightmare Disposal right here, which is our first custom toilets. Because at the time, I was making custom toilets. Which, fun fact, on the 98% that this park takes on console, the custom toilets are taking up 5% of the entire park, which is kind of crazy when you think about it. There are like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 custom toilets in the park. So yeah, that's a lot. This is something that I could do again in the future, though, and that I want to do again with Contessa World. So it will probably return when this comes to pass. Hey Barbarino, thank you so much for the birthday wishes and welcome to the stream. But yeah, I loved to make those and how themed they are as well. It's just so cool. Then you have this, whatever this is, that opens a portal to the Pueblo de Saguaro Guitaro. Then you have, of course, the big central water feature right here. And the Cosmic Cow Spaceport right here. Love that thing, 2 bits. With, of course, the Moo Moo spaceship. There we go, we got Moo Moo Milkshake playing now. We've always got to have Moo Moo Milkshake in the stream for it to be a good stream. And on the menu, I really wanted to have something more precise than this. But for example, we have the Milky Way Shake, the Meteor Shake, the UFO Shake, then the Planet Cone, the Satellite Cone, and the Supernova Cone, which should have been more detailed. I feel like I should get more creative with my menus in the future. You get inside, and this is what happens here. You have a little rocket ship going around in space. It's really fun. And here you have an employee, and if you check the name of this employee, it's actually Miss Barbar. There you go. And final thing that we have, underrated channel. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I'm trying my best to get my name out there, but yeah, thank you so much for saying so. And this is King Coaster's Treasure, which of course was supposed to be a gift shop, but unfortunately, because of the complexity meter, I could not actually do it. So it is what it is. But I will definitely do King Coaster's Treasure in Camtasia World for sure. I love that little feature right here. Really nice. Is Camtasia World... In Camtasia World, sorry. Are you going to have areas for every mascot? Of course! With rides, yes. Of course, yes. And here is the Camtasia City Museum leading to near Midgard, which is our Viking area for the Viking, in fact. You deserve more subscribers. Well, I'm trying my best to gather people around the channel and hopefully reach 10k next. This is the next big milestone. Anyway, I think we shall start with the Pueblo. You know, go in chronological order, even though technically what we've just seen is the last area I've done. So there we go. Pueblo de Saguaro Guitaro. This is Saguaro Guitaro's area, which is an industrial mining town that's been abandoned because it's so dry in there. An industrial Mexican town, I should say. There we go. And I love the immediate switch of ambience, I should say, to this Mexican village, which is going to be drastically different from the Mexican village that is going to be in Belleflore. Hey Redva Media and hey Winged... Wow, that is a cool name. Winged Water Bottle. Welcome to the stream, guys. Thank you so much. Here you have Mule Kick. Love that thing. Whoa, hello. Which is from Call of Duty Zombies, if you guys ever played that. Although, if you've played the modern version of Call of Duty Zombies, this is not the same machine. This is the old machine from the old Ether storyline from Black Ops 1 to Black Ops 3, I think. The sightline of the out-of-bounds terrain to the entrance of this section is so cool. Thank you. Thank you so much. We have a little... El Burro! Oh yes! Do you guys remember El Burro? Because basically, to explain why this was in, I sung the whole jingle for the perk machine. I think I can try to do it. Hold on. Hold on, I've got to do it without the music because otherwise I'm gonna get copyright struck. Because fun fact, that episode was copyright struck, but I think I remembered the lyrics. Hold on. Legend tells us of a man, a hero in a tortured land where senoritas lived in fear. Sorry, their lonely nights in deep despair. He was El Burro. Across the fields, across the plains, he runs so fast he dodged the rain. He was El Burro. He hurried in to save the day, gun in hand and fries, they say. He was strong like a mule. He was stubborn, not buried. What the hell? He was stubborn like a mule. El Burro. All men are evil, so they say, but some men more, it's just the way. He was El Burro, he was El Burro. Tam tam ta tam ta da, tam ta 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 tam, El Burro ta tam. There we go. That was a little awkward because there was no music, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. This not non-copyrighted version of El Burro. And live as well. Oh my goodness. I'm so warm right now. I'm so warm. Zero Dog, thank you so much for the €5. I'm working but have to enter one moment to say happy birthday, long live Pueblo de Saguaro Guitarro. Thank you. Thank you so much. Just came in at the perfect moment, for sure. For sure. Zero Dog. Let me press play again. One time. There we go. El Burro! We love El Burro. Yeah. Love these facades as well. Although the toilets are like very oversized, I would say. But they're still pretty cool. And of course, all of this, if it wasn't warm enough, all of this is supposed to evoke dryness, you know, with the dried fountain and all that, and the very faded white colors that are supposed to blend into one another between the rocks and the actual buildings. And then of course this guy, which is very happy and very very happy to be in such an environment. Then you have Viva la Vegan, the Mojo Dojo Casa House de los Burritos, which is a reference to the Barbie movie, with, of course, burritos and more seating upstairs that is not actually accessible by the player, but that is actually here. And you have really nice views of the first launch that we have right here, which is really nice. In fact, I think we're about to see it launch out of the station. The park looks so good, I wish I could build like this. You can build like this. You just have to put your heart into it. There we go. Really inspired by Pegasus Express at Parc Astérix. And we go in the queue line, in the old mine, with nice views of the coaster all throughout. Even here. There we go. We just missed it. That's okay. Oh wow, big queue line. That's kind of crazy. That's okay though. Oh no, we just missed it. Well, that's okay. It leaves us some time to explore the station. But yeah, it's an old like train station, an old industrial train station that we have here. I think another train is, yes, the third train as well. That's nice. This is my favorite for some reason. Even though there's only the number that changes. But yeah, Cactus Express, 13 meters, 70 kilometers an hour, and 725 meters long. Let's board this. I love this so much. And I think I'll leave you with the POV, that way I will have a bathroom break. And here I am for the third section of that layout. Which is the most thrilling, really. And here we are on the brake run with a nice view in the distance of our next coaster with the volcano and all that. That was nice. Yes, there we go. That was Cactus Express. I think we're about to see both of those interact with one another. If I'm not mistaken. Yes. Look at that. Nice interaction every single time. Really, really cool. Do you have something where you get inspiration for your areas? Not really, no. Usually I just write down a concept that I have for a specific ride or a specific area or a specific anything really in my notes, and knowing that this exists, I try to save everything that inspires me that looks like what I want to do with that specific project, if that makes any sense. There you have Black Gold, a coffee shop. And then we have Bodies Bay, which is our second area. A more Hawaiian kind of area, really. Almost tiki, I would say. Theme to, obviously, Body, our surfing shark. And look at that in the distance. We have the first coaster I've made for the park, which is Jossum. A B&M surf coaster, because it was all the rage when the game first came out. What I really like about this B&M surf coaster is this element going over the exit for, well, its exit really. There we go. Look at that. Forceful helix and into the fast-paced section over there. I love it to bits. Another custom toilets. There we go. Very tiki-like. And Rocket Surfer right here, which is very busy. Wow. And here we have Kanaka Lawaya, which is selling Pokeballs and fresh juice, which is not really having a lot of people right now compared to Rocket Surfer. But yeah, look at this beautiful, beautiful view across the entire area, and of course the beach that is like the main feature of Bodies Bay. The bay, actually, of Bodies Bay, I should say. I love this thing so, so much. The entrance is not over there, by the way, that's why I'm going here. Here you have a gift shop before gift shops were even a thing. It is Crabtastic. Everything's a treasure. Yes, even you. And tonight I should say especially you guys that are here. Thank you so much for being here on this special night. On this special evening. But at the time we had to just put just a memento and hope that guests would actually interact with this. But yeah, I tried to mimic gift shops using all of these. And of course, you know, the tiny yens as well. Then you have my first flat ride in the game, Hatchlings, which is a little whirly rig themed to tiny turtles right here, which is like so cool. I really like it to this day. I think the background is really well made as well. Really like it. Of course, right here we have the volcano and Jossum, which is really cool. Shark bites here, hot dog stand. Nothing much going for it. And then you have the Happy Tiki, which is our tiki bar, where you could buy a multitude of drinks, including alcoholic drinks, including a signature Bodies Jossum right here, which has a view on the entire area. So I love that so much. I really do. I think we're about to see one launch, in fact. Yeah. There it is. There we go. That's so cool. So cool. I love it so much. It's very simple, and at the time we didn't have the custom supports either, so I had to do it with in-game generated supports. But for some reason, these ones really look good. So yeah, I love that so much. We love you and love what you do for the Planko community, and thank you so much, Guy, for saying that. I'm honestly trying my best, trying to support the people around me and support other creators as well. That's very, very important to me, to not only keep my influence for myself, but also try to help others with it if I can. So yeah, that's my that's what I like to do with all this. So, and thank you guys for being here, for whether you've just discovered the channel or whether you have been here for years, because the channel is, well, the channel is way older than that. Technically, it's 13 years old, I believe. But the Planko era of the channel is now 4 years old. I started in August 2022, so that's kind of crazy. Is there any piece you almost use always? You use almost always. I use the signposts a lot. I use coaster supports a lot. I use wooden beams a lot as well. Yeah. So I would say that, and plaster walls as well are things that I use quite a lot. But here we are with this awesome ride sign here for Jossam. Now, in fact, I'll be able to use the old shark thing, because that'll look more like body. And this being my first queue line in Planet Coaster 2, no cattle pens, because I hadn't figured out the cattle pens yet. And so it was the longest. It was like an Energylandia queue, really. Which is way too long. And also not themed enough. I think I wanted to have some sort of centerpiece right around this corner. And that is actually one thing that I will do differently in Camtasso World, the remake of, well, the reimagined version of Camtasso Park, is to completely overhaul the theming for the older areas that aren't as well themed. Like, some of the areas don't actually feel on the caliber of a Disney or Universal Park, so I really want to make that for the park. Look at that. One is getting there. And of course we have racks with surfboards in there. Hey Petrojohn, welcome to the stream. Petrojohn? I don't know. And of course numbered rows. Every row is unnumbered in the park. Even I didn't show it dang it, what's the name of the ride? At Cactus Express, but also at Cactus Express. Oh, it's already there. Okay. Let me join not the queue, the ride. Front bumper. What does the Roman numeral on the Belleflore mention stands for? It stands for 1608, which is both a reference to my name, my date of birth, but also is a reference to when the mansion was actually built. what's the main concept around the Camtasso license, if there is any? So fun fact, in my head when I was making Camtasso Park, there wasn't a Camtasso license. And in fact, I should say that Camtasso Park, like the park we're touring right now, is not canon to the Yan BK universe. So it doesn't exist yet in that universe. It doesn't exist in the Yanko, the Yanko concept of my company that exists across all my parks. It will once I do Camtasso World, though. And in my mind, the Camtasso brand is a brand that has been established by Frontier Developments in real life. Well, in real life, in our universe, but also in real life, technically. And is using properties from throughout its various IPs that it's holding, and making areas themed to those IPs, if that makes any sense. So, for example, you can imagine Bodhi is like a children's TV show or something, or maybe something for teenagers or something like that. So, so yeah, it's something that I will expand upon when I get to Camtasso World for sure. Here we have awesome gifts, because something really cool is that every single area sells a type of hat that corresponds to that mascot, to that area's mascot, or that area in general, that theme of the area. Look at that. And so depending on what hat people wear, for example, these guys, they've just bought their hats over here. Where are they? Oh, there they are. So they have the straw hat. But these guys were at the Pueblo de Saguaro Guitaro, so they have the cactus hat, which is really cool. Nice little detail. Hey Draxic, and hey Adam, welcome to the stream, guys, and thank you so much for the birthday wishes. Welcome back, Mushi, as well. Spark is made by NBK 10,491, the variant of the real yen. No, there is no variant. I love that little airtime bump. I think it's so well made. And the corkscrew as well. When I redo that surf coaster in Camtasso World, I will definitely try to redo that kind of element. Oh, and these guys, for example, come from the mythology area, so they have like the laurels around the caps, which is really cool. But there we go, that was Bodies Bay. Now it's time for my favorite area of the whole park, Station Reef, which is our aquatic themed area. Oh, by the way, 1608 is here again, Pump 1608. And this is themed to, where is he? Is over there. To Sandy Reef, right here. Sandy Reef is the diver character that's been introduced with the aquatic theme in Camtasso Park. And he is, or was, I guess, my favorite character in Planet Coaster 2. And yeah, I love this area to bits. Tiffany, thank you so much for saying happy birthday and welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Earlier today, somebody gifted you a membership, because those are given away at random. So since somebody gifted a bunch of memberships, one of them went to you. So welcome to the channel supporters. And yes, this was a Hustop spin, very inspired by Talocan at Fantasialand. .NET, welcome to the stream, man. Thank you so much for saying happy birthday. And this is called Hydroelectric. It's themed to a hydroelectric dam, essentially. So let's get inside. through the visitor entrance. You can see the generator here, which has that kind of sci-fi vibe to it. I think in theory, right now what I'm playing around with in my notes for Camtasia World, so the remake of that park, of the park that we're touring right now, I mean. I think that I will try to gather areas around themes. And, for example, Bodies Bay and Cactus well, the Pueblo de Saguaro Guitarro will go away because it's such a long name and I don't like that. So the new version of that will be called Cactus Canyon. I want them to be one area. So yeah, that's probably what I will do. Like imagine both of them are part of an adventure land, for example. That's what I want to do. How long have you played this game? It's a very beautiful park. Thank you so much, Adam. I've played this game for... I'm not counting anymore. I think 3,800 something hours, I think, to this... well, at this point. But this park that you're watching right now has been made over 1,200 hours, I would say. I said, happy birthday. Is it your birthday? No, it is not. Not yes. Not yet. Happy birthday is gonna be tomorrow, technically. Well, tomorrow. It's gonna be in about an hour and 40 minutes. Belleflore is looking incredible. I know you've already planned the layout, but do you think you'll sprinkle in any of the small scenery pieces or trims from the upcoming DLCs into existing zones? Maybe, I don't know. I'm not limiting myself to anything. But for example, I've played around with parade pieces in the Mexican area, so you know, it could definitely happen. Hey, Lewis, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Cosmic Cow is your favorite? Yeah, I will do something really special with Cosmic Cow in Camtasia World. What is your new favorite mascot? In Planet Coaster 2? In Planet Coaster 2, I would have to say... Ooh, that is very hard. That is very, very hard. I still have a thing for Sandy Reef, you know, because he was my my favorite mascot from the get-go. Also, I have a pin of Sandy Reef at home, thanks to a subscriber who's gifted me some pins and lanyards from Gamescom 2 years ago. But right now, with all the DLCs, I think I have to say Max Stormcloud. Max Stormcloud is just so cool, and there's such a mythology around her with the theme song and her being a toy, like a Buzz Lightyear kind of toy. I find it really, really inspiring. So I really want to try and do her justice in Camtasia World if I can. Which is gonna be weird. I don't know how I'm going to do that, but we shall see. Happy early birthday. Do you happen to know the rough hour of your birth? I think it's 9:06 p.m. if I'm not mistaken. It's definitely 9 p.m. something. I'm not sure if it's 06 though. I'll have to ask my mother. You've really come a long way since your first Planet Coaster creations. Yes, yes. Not just what you're seeing in Planet Coaster 2, but watch my first park series from 4 years ago. It's like night and day. It's crazy. Henry, thank you so much for being there, and sleep well, man. Sleep well. And Coaster Engineer, welcome to the stream. A bit late, but happy birthday. No, you're still early. Don't worry, it's tomorrow, as you can see in my name. Same for you, Jonas. Or Jonas, I don't know. I would say Jonas. Happy birthday, thanks to the person who gave me the subscription. Yeah, it's a lot of people have gifted subscription, so yeah, it's one of them went to you. So enjoy being a channel supporter. Then you go in the underground of the thing, and you can see that they've used jellyfishes to get power, even though jellyfishes don't produce any electricity. And here is a great view at this. I love it so much. Hey Fahrenheit, I'm late but happy early birthday. Thank you so much, man. Welcome to the stream. Nice to see you. Sonico 6. I don't know what you're talking about, .net. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Well, that's a good thing as well, because you see that little squid, that little octopus, I should say. Yeah, toilets. We don't talk about toilets. I've made them into plushies, so now you have Octopals that you can have in the park, essentially. Jonas, thank you so much for giving back the channel supporter thing, and it went to Fahrenheit, so that's great. Thank you so much. Actually, let me write down your name so that it goes in Belleflore. Jonas Karpisek. There you go. I'm not bothering with the numbers. I hope you don't mind. There you go. Your username is your birthday? OMG, yes it is. Not only is it my birthday, but also it is technically roller coaster day, so... Isn't that like a crazy coincidence that it happened to be kind of my job and all that? Well, that's why I switched accounts. Slow mode. And will you extend the Camtasia world when they release new mascots and packs? Of course, yes. Of course, that will be one of the challenges about Camtasia world, is that I will have to have empty plots of land to plan, well, not necessarily to plan, but to add new areas. That way, it will more look like a real park, if that makes any sense. No, I don't mind with the numbers. I don't even know why I have it hit there. That's okay then. That's okay. But yes, I will definitely do some sort of what's it called? Of expansion plots for every single lands to hopefully include other areas when they come out, but we shall see. We're not there yet anyway. So that was the adoption center. Wow, this planet sure is coaster. Welcome, Feepstone. Welcome to the stream. And welcome, Theme Park... Wow, Theme Park Fan NL, sorry. I don't know why I slipped there. Do you think Star Wars will come to Disneyland Paris? I don't know, seems like a bit weird to me. But knowing Disneyland Paris and their bad decisions, they'll probably make it, yeah. It's a terrible decision, though, especially if they're getting rid of Autopia. It'll completely ruin the vibe of the steampunk area, so I really hate the idea. Get yourself a gift. Thank you so much, Fahrenheit, for the $4.99 US. Let me write you down. Fair. Every time I struggle with the H. Every single time. There's not one time I write your name and get the first H right. Fahrenheit beats one time. There we go. Once again, I'll add you guys to the park once once I'm back working on Belleflore, which is not the case right now. Fun fact, this was supposed to be a building with an interior with a way to access the actual station down below, because the station is like right here. Oh, and also really cool thing of this water feature actually has like corals and fish in it. In fact, I think if I do this, go all the way up at night, you guys can see how bioluminescent this whole thing is, and it looks very nice. I remember you building the toilets on stream. That's true. That is very true. Yes. One of the very rare streams I did on Camtasso World. Camtasso Park, sorry, I'm getting mixed up now. There we go. But now, for the big event, Sub Explorer. One of my favorite rides I've made to this day. It's honestly crazy how cool this ride is. And this is something that I want to do more of in Camtasso World, is more like highly themed experiences. Because that's what I really enjoy in the game, and now that I have a PC, this is really something that I can make. So yeah, I'm really excited. There we go. The Rainbow Cave, sorry, research station, with the different specimens. Some of them coming from the deep sea reef, which is endangered by the fish beastie. And here we have a report, an expedition report by Sandy Reef, saying all specimens gathered at the deep sea reef confirm the hypothesis that a creature feeds on its coral. This is leading to the reef's decay. We must identify the creature and relocate the coral to the Rainbow Cave urgently. And, little storytelling, the Rainbow Cave is the next thing that you're about to see. There it is. Right here, with nicely triggered lighting that actually makes it look like a rainbow, which I love. Look at that. Really nice. And then we get to the deep sea outpost. Wow, those things are not are toggleable now. That's cool. Deep sea outpost, into the briefing room, where you have some deep sea diving suits. Nice little view into the station. Hey Alex, welcome to the stream. Are Camtasso World and Camtasso Park sister parks? No, Camtasso Park is not canon to my overall project's history. Look at that. I love how cool this is, that you can see the submarine going and diving. So nice. But yeah, Camtasso Park is not canon. Think of it as the prototype for Camtasso World. And Camtasso World will actually be canon to the entire Yanko company storyline. And here you have the mission briefing. Save the deep sea reef. Captain Sandy Reef is right here. Instructions. Travel to the deep sea reef, identify the creature, save as much coral as possible, and do an extraction towards the sea cave of Station Reef. Proceed to the boarding bay. There we are. Intimate multi-dimension, 15.5 meters. Length, I don't know because it's messed up for the backward section. And 68 kilometers an hour. We were so close. But yes, let's get centered, please. There we go, perfect. And this is, to this day, one of the best rides I've ever done. Let's go. I like that you're having your own universe. Yeah, I have my own universe since 2022. Boom. You're diving down and going towards the deep sea reef. Holy crap, this is cool. Feels quite different and unique. What do you mean, Alex? You've seen this before. And here we are, arriving to the deep sea reef. And so what's really cool, if you look at the coral, they'll slowly decay as we progress towards the deep sea reef. Like, they're really colorful, and now they're really faded away, and now they're gray, so they've lost their life, essentially. And there we go, there is Fish Beastie. And so now we have to escape, because Fish Beastie is about to eat us. Like this. Little horseshoe. Nice little feature with the animatronic. And we're here at the sea cave of Station Reef. But Fish Beastie is trying to drag us back down into the water. And we managed to escape just a little bit. And there we go. And ideally, when this station, this offloading station, would have been on the other side, so that way you would have had the damaged side on the other side of the car, so that it made it seem like it was actually damaged. Unfortunately, that didn't happen. And also, another thing that you guys may have not realized about Sub Explorer is a little detail on the cars. Every single car has a little octopal on its back right here. There it is. And of course, it's dropping you into the sea cave of Station Reef, which is underneath our whole area, which is like so immersive. Really inspired by Rise of the Resistance, this exit. Love the ride. Me too. Me too. It's so good. This is probably the ride that I'm the most proud of. Even though I know that I can make better stuff than that, and I eventually will. This is like me doing like really what I wanted with the game for the first time. Like really big themed experiences like that, and I hope that I will be able to make more, especially with the silver screen pack that is coming out next week. I'll definitely be able to use more dark ride oriented ride systems, which you can imagine will be a treat for me. Which theme parks, sorry, are you going to tomorrow? I'm going to Belleflore in Belgium. What parks are canon to your universe so far? So, every park in that I've made on my channel. What the heck is that sound? Go pee. That is such a weird noise. I'm going away. Sorry about that. So every park that I've made on Planet Coaster 1. So that is Parc Ciel Bleu, Simple Park. What have I made after Simple Park? Serene Gardens, I think. After Serene Gardens, we have Little Lost City and Bumbleglade. So those are 5 parks that are canon in Planet Coaster 1. In Planet Coaster 2, so far, only Belleflore is canon. Hey, Mr. Gomez! Thank you so much for the 2, sorry, Swiss francs. let me add you to the very long list of donos that we had today. Thank you so much, man. And happy early birthday, indeed, indeed. We're soon coming up to midnight, so we'll be able to celebrate together. Never noticed the color of or lack thereof. Insanely cool detail, yeah. Area also looks like it is inspired by Disney Sea. Fun fact, I've never looked at anything Disney Sea for that specific area, but I think subconsciously that might have happened indeed. Still wondering what this secret undocumented change is for the pack. I'll be able to tell you on Monday at noon, I believe. So ask me again then, okay? Will Belleflore get any new DLC stuff? No. No, the lineup is set in stone. Nothing is changing. Still wondering. Yeah, I've read that. Serene Gardens. Yeah, it was amazing, wasn't it? I'm not the only one who's learned there is a Yan cannon. Yanon on the right. Yeah, there is a... Every single park project that I've done are linked to one another through the Yanko company, which is my company that that operates every park that I did, essentially. Do you have PTSD from building the Woody? Of course I do. Of course I do. How long will you stream? Probably until midnight my time. We shall see when we are at, but then I will have to go to sleep because I will wake up very early tomorrow and I'm driving from France, so I don't want to crash. 8:30 start is usually too late for me, but if I'm off the next day, it's always fun to check in and hang out. Well, we're always happy to have you, Mr. Gomez. Do you know if the patch notes are dropping Monday or if they will? I honestly, we know nothing about patch notes. So I unfortunately cannot tell you anything about that because I literally do not know. This is entertainment. Thank you for saying that. Toilet Ride is part of my head, Yanon. I mean, Serene Gardens getting bought by Six Flags Canon because you made a video on it. No, it's not. It's not at all. Hey, Sandy Reef. Also, Camtasia World will have meet and greets. I forgot to tell you guys about that, compared to roaming characters like here. Hey, Sip My Mip, welcome to the stream. Uma Labs, this is a restaurant for the Station Reef. Nice prototype for trays here, by the way, that I eventually used in Belleflore for the quick service restaurant. And yeah, very, very boring slush machine. Every time I hear French accents, it reminds me when I drove to Europa Park and a French moment crashed into me at the entrance of the car park. Oh no. Also, since this area has multiple levels, you can see that we have elevators to go from one level to another. This is one of them as well. Whew. I gotta take a drink. There we go. Let's make the Yanon an official term for the Yans. Yans fans. Oh my goodness. That's awful. We've already established that my channel supporter memberships and all that was also called Only Yans. So, you know. Still hope we get those in the base game sooner than later. Yeah, me too. The trays, that is. Yeah, me too. Nice theming with all the trees. Thank you. I have this game but suck at building things. Keep trying. Keep trying. Eventually you'll get it right. And for our transition, between the mythology area and the aquatic area, we have undersea archaeology, which are recovered artifacts from various things underwater. So here you have another Easter egg towards one of my mods, who is Birdie. And basically Birdie has made a very, very cool pirate ship in Imaginaria, I believe. And so I decided to put remnants from his pirate ship that has sunk from that time. And then you slowly transition towards mythology items until you get to the Nymph Woods. And there we are in ancient Greece with that guy. Shush. Right here. Can you leave, please? Can you leave? We have Dionysus Delights, which is a pizzeria and a winery, so that's why you have... Of course, Dionysus has to have a winery, so you have vineyards right in front of this beautiful facade right here, and an even more beautiful interior, in my opinion. I love the marble pieces in this game. They're beautiful, they have that beautiful shine to them. And that ceiling, that custom ceiling, is just like, whew, it's so great. It's genuinely so great. And there we go, another quick service restaurant here. I didn't do much with my restaurants back then. We didn't have well, we did actually. We did have restaurants, but I didn't use them. And yeah, that's our mythology area that we have to check out. Let me catch up with the chat first. In my headcanon, Syrian Gardens did get by Six Flags. Hey, your headcanon is whatever you want. Not in mine, though, which is the real canon. I follow your only Yans, damn, I didn't even know. Yannies. Yeah, if you want. What is my best coaster? What is my best coaster? Wow, that is hard. It would either be Kukulkan from the latest episode of Belleflore, or Borealis from episode, I believe it was 6 of Belleflore. Ceiling is chef's kiss. Hey Lightning, thank you so much for giving me a quick happy birthday. Guys, Yanin. It's called Yanin. It's not sticking, I'm sorry. Yeah, so this is our custom toilets for the area, which is called Poseidon's Kiss Latrines. If you guys know what a Poseidon's Kiss is, you will probably laugh. And they're pretty cool. They're pretty cool. Also with the hand dryer, you have Aeolus blesses your hands, who is the god of wind, obviously. What if Six Flags actually not buying Serene Gardens, but Yanko pays Six Flags to operate the park? Yanko is already a park operator. That makes zero sense in my headcanon, and it will not be ever in my headcanon. I will stay away from Six Flags. Leave me alone with Six Flags, please. Who doesn't know the Poseidon's Kiss? I don't know. Oh no, it's still here. Anyway, nice little high striker, interactive one as well. So this is basically what you a strength test with a hammer, which is right here. So cool. And they're like midway games, which is where the mythology cap is sold. Then we have River Muse, which is our Splash Mountain looking ride, essentially. No one to another coasters. Cedar Fair, Six Flags, I don't care. Talk about something else. Why are you so focused on that? Change your tune, man. Anyway, River Muse. I just looked it up. Now you know. So yeah, this is kind of our Splash Mountain equivalent for this park. Also, the mythology area is kind of the smallest of all the areas, because it's only got this ride in here. Q-Line is nothing special. The station, sorry, is really fun with that open air station here, which is kind of this old temple for Dionysus. Let's ride the ride. Hey Max, thank you so much for saying happy birthday to me, and welcome to the stream. 26 is big number. Yeah, it's starting to get big. I'm slowly crawling my way towards 30, and I'm like, oh crap. I don't have a steady job, I'm a YouTuber, what am I doing with my life? But also, I'm having so much fun, so I don't care. One to another coasters. If you mention Six Flags once again, I will actually mute you. Or time you out, there you go. For the remainder of the stream. Joyeux anniversaire. Thank you so much, Matt. Thank you so much, and welcome to the stream. And yeah, I love this transition into hell. Specifically Tartarus. There you have Gorgons. The Bull of Minos. And here is Kronos. Which is a really nice set piece, I think. By maybe in the future, you could you quickly check out my German Planet Coaster 2 channel, Jan? Do send me the link on Discord, otherwise I'm gonna forget. Like send it on in links in my Discord server if you can. Otherwise I'm totally gonna forget, because right now I'm in streamer mode. I'm too focused. I'm sorry. If there is one thing you taught me, Yan, is that you should do what you want and not what others expect you to do. If it makes you happy. I spent the entire day building a Lego steam train. Well, there you go. There you go. You're being timed out. I'm sorry. You've mentioned Six Flags once again. How do I time you out? There you go. 24 hours. Sorry. I warned you. Come on, what the hell is going on? There we go. You don't need the name. The invite for the Discord server is in the description. Hey David, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Of course, we have dryers here, which do not work with water rides in this game for some reason. And so the final area for our Camtasso Park is Nur Midgard, and Nur Midgard means New Midgard, essentially. Look at that. That's awesome. So this. The lore behind this is, let's go away from the singing dude, is that Ragnarok happened, and after Ragnarok, only Midgard remains. And so, technically, in the headcanon, well, in my headcanon at the very least, what is post-Ragnarok is really our world. But our world really is evolved, right? And so this is where it all started. So here you have Freyr's Mill, which is Freya's daughter, sorry. Barbar Dortier's Tavern. Miss Barbar is one of my mods again, which is a personal barbecue place where you can buy sausage and everything. And it's a nice building, but I really wish that I didn't do it so low, like the ceiling so low. That's nice. Love that. What else is there? Oh, there is this centerpiece is like the seed of Yggdrasil, because obviously after Ragnarok, Yggdrasil is destroyed. So are the 9 realms except Midgard. So they find a way to plant Yggdrasil again, and this is supposed to be the last remainder of magic in the 9 realms. Well, in Midgard now. And this is the Berserker Training Grounds. Hey Emil, thank you so much for saying happy birthday and welcome to the stream. And this is actually an axe throwing place. That you can interact with. And so technically, I could do that again, but with things that guests can actually interact with. That would be nice. And of course, toilets, the outhouse. The Viking character, which in our in this form of Camtasso Park is Thor's daughter, Frud. There you go. And why is she there? It's because Mjolnir is our main, main ride. Well, only ride really of this area. Welcome, H Gaming. Welcome to the stream. And so the idea is that Sindri the dwarf has forged her a new hammer that is completely different than Mjolnir, because Mjolnir has a dark past because of Thor, and so Sindri now has now has Mjolnir and experiments with it, and so he is trying to make a mode of transportation on a boat using Mjolnir to propel the boat, essentially. Hey miss, we just went to your tavern over there. And something that's really cool as well is that all of it is really animated. So there's a train departing here, this flame goes on when the train is about to launch, and here it is. And then we go inside the Sindri's workshop, which is the forge with a crucible here, nice custom crucible as well. And the blue fire, which is also where you put your loose articles, go through a metal detector. I really need to make something better for this in the future. Like, I think I can make more rides that have double-sided lockers like this. And here is our station for Mjolnir, which I must admit is not my favorite station. I kind of rushed it, and that was when I was very worried about my what's it called? My piece count on console. So I decided to not do it. But what I really do like about this area is the custom boat train with Mjolnir actually strapped on the front of the boat, which is which Sindri is trying to tame, as we are about to see. The beginning of the ride is really inspired by Voltron, and then we go into a more classic Vekoma MK1101 style of layout. Hey Jonas, welcome to the stream and thank you for saying happy birthday. And there we are, back in the station. Whoa, sorry about that. With our double-sided lockers right here. And here we have .NET's custom switch track that he's made for the MK1101. Specifically, I believe this was inspired by Flash Vertical Velocity? Is it called that? I don't remember. At Six Flags Great Adventure? I think it is. So yeah, there you go. And here we have Ragnarok Relics, which is our gift shop for this area in the park, with a nice Easter egg that Gungnir, the Spear of Odin, is right here. See, I remember this coaster. I loved how much it dove into the valleys, and the rock work is incredible. Thank you. Thank you so much. Key, thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Welcome to the stream. This is so cool. You should make a real-life theme park. Oh my god, so good. I wish I could, but unfortunately, I don't think people would let me. So, next best thing is actually making Planet Coaster Parks instead. So as you can see, this is not as well-rounded when viewing from a bird's eye view. Most of well, all of the reason really why that is because of the console limitations that I was working with at the time. So yeah, this is part of the reason why I want to completely redo this concept of the Camtasso project for Camtasso World, and do it like properly this time, with a different take on everything really. So I think that'll be really, really exciting, honestly. Let's use that YouTube money to make a park together. I think with that YouTube money, we could make a Lego park at best in real life. You know, this looks pretty cool, and also Voltron. And also, is Voltron a roller coaster like this ride? Because to me, it kind of looks like what it is, called Velocicoaster or something like that. No, neither are. Voltron is like what is called a max striker coaster, which is not at all what we have here. This right here is a Vekoma launch coaster, more specifically a Vekoma MK1101. I don't remember which one I put here. Yeah, I put launch coaster. And the Velocicoaster is an Intamin LSM coaster. So yeah, Lego is expensive. Yes, yes it is. It probably would be less expensive to build an actual real park than to do a Lego one. But anyway, I jest. Fog, welcome to the stream, man. And welcome to the stream, Danny Robbins. Can we see the park from above at night? Yes, we certainly can. That is a nice thing to do, I think. Because night lighting is actually something that I did in this park. So that's a really, really good idea. Why can't I? There we go. Yeah, there we go. Building and doing stuff to such a high level on console always amazes me. Amazing, thank you. Hey Pume, welcome to the stream. I'm sorry, I don't know where your message went. Bon anniversaire, thank you so much. In a few hours, in about well, in literally an hour now. And happy birthday. Thank you. Thank you so much. So yeah, this has a nice lighting sequence on the lake, which is completely triggered. I really wanted to switch to purple or pink. I can't remember which is when. So that's purple. Then it should go into pink, if I'm not mistaken. Yes, there we go. Look at that. That's cool. And of course, all of those features and the ones that we have here have lights under them to project the lights that we have here. Then we have this lighting, which is cool, but like pretty basic. It's more reds and greens, really. And this is a lit up train as well. Then you have a similar vibe with the fire and the green tones for the nymph woods, obviously. Still crazy that this was your best restricted. Yes, yes, I know, I know. Imagine this, but unrestricted in Camtasia World now. That'll be crazy. This is more industrial, so it's fully white, but the biggest thing to look for is the bioluminescent coral reef that we have here. Made no sense what I wrote. Happy birthday. Thank you so much, Pume. Welcome to the stream. I'm too early then. Feel free to reread my message in an hour then. Sure, sure, sure. Then we have this, which is, I don't know, warm, but bit underlit, I would say. Oh my goodness, I did not know that was a thing. Okay, so do all of our mascot have, oh yeah, because you have to trigger them away then. And then you have the canyon that is lit yellow, but it's not really well made. I wanted to see the interaction again. So yeah, there we go. So that was Camtasia Park. And since Camtasia Park, there has been more projects. Enjoy your last hour of being young. Well, this is actually correct, because for example, at the cinema, I cannot actually have a under 26 discount anymore. So yeah. Are you thinking adding water slides or water on this park? Not this park specifically, but definitely in Camtasia World in the remake. Right. Next one is a bit of a sour one as well. It's well, speaking of water park, this is my first attempt at a water park that I didn't finish at all. Called Steamtown Aqua Park. It was a water park that was set in the UK in an old factory, in an old warehouse in the UK essentially. And so this is what it looked like. It does look pretty cool, honestly. Like it's a nice thing, but yeah, I wasn't really happy going from one project to another between this and Belleflore, so I decided to just focus on Belleflore and completely put this on the side. And by the way, you are my favorite YouTuber. Thank you so much. That's so nice of you to say. I really love the soft glow of this park. Great job toning the brightness down so nothing is too blown out or hot. Yes, yes, for sure. All right, why did you cancel this? This was really cool. Yes, basically, as I just said, I really didn't like going from one project to another. I really like only focusing on one project at a time if I can. So for example, when I made Railrunner, when the Parades pack came out, it was really hard for me to get into that mindset of building something for the Parades pack. And that is exactly why I stopped Steamtown. I am not really into Steamtown anymore. really. But I do agree that it looked pretty nice and realistic. I loved the bus stop and the underground station here, which is way too clean for being in the UK, I know. And then you have the entrance with a security check. Empty your pockets, open your bags, enjoy your day. Very British. And then you have the check-in, which is very inspired by Rulentica. On the left, you have toilets, which are new custom toilets. Please keep our toilets clean. This is a shared space. But yeah, those are the toilets 2.0 that I made, which are way better. I will use those in the future. Staff only and custom sinks as well, which is pretty cool. Then on the other side, this is where the gift shop is located. Oh, and fun fact, I don't know if Blue Jay is still here, but I remember we have this for Blue Jay's birthday on the 6th. So there we go, happy belated birthday, Blue Jay. Given the amount of candles, hold on, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that was your 21st birthday. So now you're 22. There you go. Oh yeah, and the bottle of champagne as well. I must be 22 now. No way. Is that how time works? And yeah, this was my first real gift shop using those features, so I think it shows because nothing is custom. Everything is from. Oh, actually, this is custom. This is swimwear. But yeah, Portal vibes for sure. But that was pretty nice, actually. I like that. I think it works pretty well. And here you have fitting rooms. Sorry, try it on, and all that. Yeah, that was pretty nice. And then once you checked in, you could go to the changing rooms with advertisements to what was in the parks. For example, here you have an advertisement for Black Harbor Fishing Company, which was supposed to be a seafood place inside the park. And here an advertisement to become a sky skipper, which was going to be a water coaster that went around the park. And here is a view at what was inside the park and our what's it called, wave pool. Then the changing rooms. What? Oh yeah, there's that glitch. You've used that sign and haven't checked it. Sorry, I literally see check-in, so I said checked in. If you haven't checked it out since update 10, the colors have been reverted to the base colors for those, so do check them out. And here we have actual working entrance gates, where you scan your tickets and you can go inside. It's great. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Here you have, sorry, I'm gonna put the HUD off. Our fitting rooms, which are called aeropods, which are actually fitting rooms, much like our toilets. They're using the same tricks. And here would have been where we would have gone to the showers and eventually to the actual park. And speaking of the actual park, let's actually make it seem like we went inside the park. And so this is what we saw earlier. And here is the Black Harbor Seawall Station, which is like our main wave pool right here with sun lounges right here. And of course, all of this worked. It's like supposed to be an actual dock for a harbor, right? With over there, this was going into the sea or something, and you had like actual actual wave machines, something that looked like a wave machines. Quick question: has anyone gotten banned from your streams? Technically yes, but not from my streams. If that makes any sense. So people that have been banned from my Discord server, for example, are not able to see the streams anymore. But it's extremely rare. Of course, here you have the disclaimers and all that for the waves and when it opens and all that. And another thing that I built was part of the what's it called? Dang it! What is it called? The lazy river. There we go. That went into the generators for the electric dam, right here. Which I think is really cool. I like that. Like, it looks really, really nice. So yeah, that was Steamtown Aquapark. Unfortunately, not great, if I'm honest. Oh, I was about to build my first slide, actually. Oh, and those are people who donated for during the streams. Stream 1, stream... Oh, I went only until stream 6. That is a bit sad. The project kind of stopped a month after it started. Was this going to be part of the lazy river? Yeah, it was, but I will not continue the park. It's not something that I'm excited to try, but I will say that soon-ish there will be a water park, an indoor water park that is kind of a revival of all this at some point. Right, so that was it, I think. What is next? I think the crow is next. We're slow. What happened? No, I oversaved. I'm stupid. Dang it. Dang it. I was in save. I'm stupid. Yen BK 1608. Sure, I can find it over here. That's the blueprint. I want the park version. Install. There we go. There we go. All good. It's okay. Those are just saves that I keep for when I need to record something, so that's completely fine. Nothing is lost. You can always steal things from it to reuse for other projects. I will reuse some concepts for sure. Definitely the indoor concepts, at the very least. Are we sure you don't want to continue with this as a side project? I don't do side projects. My mind cannot work on two things at once. I have to focus my energy on a single thing. So that's that. Even I don't do shorts or videos or whatever. It's too much work. You guys don't realize how much work a park is. One episode for a theme park of anything, one The Crow, is like a full week of work. And that's nothing, right? So imagine something the scale of Steamtown. It was just not manageable. That's why I stopped. I'm sorry. Small plug for this workshop, for sure. For sure. If you want to see it that way. So this is the Crow. This is something that I've built after Frontier has given me free access to the sorcery pack, where the Intimate Blitz has been added to the game. And because everyone was doing the multipass launch with the spikes and all that, I decided to do something completely different and went for a vertical launch instead. Currently the video I'm working on has been an entire week and a half, could be up to 2.5. Yeah. Are you still entering Corvus's contest? No, I am not. I won't have time, unfortunately. Hey Lord Farquaad, thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Welcome to the stream. I don't want to create a full ride from this one ride. I don't like it that much. Upload the water park so people could finish it themselves. I don't know, I don't think I want to. I can imagine I have like 600 hours in game and not even something close to be finished. That game is time consuming as a universal park. Yeah, in general, anything is time consuming, really. Across console and PC, I have like around 3,800 hours, I think, if I'm not mistaken. So there we go, that was the Crow. Nothing too crazy, honestly. I just wanted to build a vertical launch Intimate Blitz. What is cool and crazy though is the train. That is one of my favorite trains I've ever done, and it looks really nice. It's a crow. So yeah. Which countries have you been to in real life, and where do you want to go? So many countries. I don't know. Let's not do those kinds of questions. Otherwise, I won't do anything, and we still have a lot to do. Oh my goodness, Anthony! Thank you so much for the €6. Heading out, but not before I drop this. Have fun at Belleflore tomorrow. Thank you so much, Anthony. Let me add you to the list of people who have donated today. Anthony plays X1. There we go. Thank you so much. And if you're going to sleep, sleep well. Whoa. Roughly 40 minutes left for the real birthday. Well, I gotta get a move on then. I have got to get a move on. The Crow really shows your development in realistic shaped layouts. Yes. Yes, I would say so myself. It's I think I started really working around forces when Belleflore started. Like, I realized that some things were too intense that I made for family coasters, for example, and some things were not intense enough, or too, well, in general, I just started paying attention to G-forces more when Belleflore started, because I really wanted Belleflore to be the most realistic part possible, and so this is a result of that, essentially. Oh my god. Really, go to bed or something. I don't care how many alt accounts you're using. I'm gonna time you out regardless. This is so annoying. Why do people do this? Really? But yeah, I would definitely agree that that this is showing a lot of my development as a coaster builder. Even though, like, to be fair, Air Force that we checked out at the beginning of the stream was pretty cool, right? But it's uh, it's definitely different than this. Family coasters are an exercise in practice restraint for me. Well, talking about family coasters, let's go on our junior coaster that I've made for Halloween, Pumpkin Patch Express, which I loved so much. It's so great. I've got to say, I love this so much. Fortunately, there is no soundtrack for this one. Hey, Las Vegas! Thank you so much. Welcome to the stream. Do you want me to use the hammer? No, you're fine. You're fine. I'll time them out if necessary if they come back, as I just did. But yeah, Pumpkin Patch Express is really nice. It's got, you know, the self-entertainment of a loser. Really no point in doing it at all, just to be removed again. Exactly, precisely. But yeah, fall colors for that. Custom pumpkins as well, because we still don't have those in the game. But honestly, wink wink, if the Studios pack is coming back, that means that other packs will be coming back. And so there is a good chance that pumpkins are coming back and the spooky pack is coming back with a another one of another interpretation to add on top of the spooky pack, essentially. That is very kind of you to ask, Las Vegas, but my actually real birthday is coming up in 38 minutes as we hit midnight. My real birthday is in my name. It's 1608. It's the 16th of August. What are you winking for? I don't know. Maybe it's gonna happen, maybe it won't. Also, fun fact, this is the exact same fence setup, almost, as what we have in La Serpiente, in the jungle. And this is a beautiful station that I love for our little Pumpkin Patch Express, with a little animatronic waving you goodbye. Look at that. Pumpkin Patch Express. Alright, let's get on it. Nice little family coaster. A bit inspired by Yeti Trek at... ooh, I don't actually remember the name of the park, but very inspired by that one. And I love that we have the little pumpkin here, going like wee with its arms up and all that. It's really fun, really fun. I feel like we should keep. Oh yeah, and we have pumpkin spice potions, which is selling pumpkin spice lattes right here, which is a coffee place. Of course, the right photos right here. And the maintenance bay. There we go. But yeah, as I was saying, I think we should keep... Whoa, sorry. We should keep Belleflore for, like, Belleflore console. I won't tour the Belleflore 11 version, because one, that will take way too much time. And two, it's not done. So, you know, really gotta really gotta do only what is done. And I would say that Belleflore console is technically a done version of Belleflore for console. Anyway, so we'll do that last. First of all, let's do the free realistic coasters that I made last year. Simple yet really clean, well detailed, but not too spooky for kids either. Yeah, I love that. Lovely, as you said. And these were more modern takes on, well, you know, not really theming, but stylization. Now, what the name of those are? Oh yeah, we have Flow. Oh wow, this is blasting. Flow is a really junior coaster. I'm sorry to hear that, Las Vegas. Hopefully the stream can entertain you. Just gotta wait until it's in the station. What's one food brand that you would like to try from the Planko universe? Very easily, the Tiki Chiki hot chicken, spicy chicken. There we are. Off we go on Flow, I think? Does it have a dispatch time, it seems? I think it does. There we go. I think they're like themed to several elements. Like Flow is themed to water, hence the track color. The spinner is themed to wind, so it's white, and I can't remember the. I think it's called Gust. And the last one, I think it's called Bolt, and it's themed to lightning. Hey Mineral, welcome to the stream, and thank you so much for saying joyeux anniversaire. We're almost there, we're almost there. 33 minutes remain until the birthday. But yeah, really, really nice family coaster. Not my best, not my best. I don't actually really like it, if I'm honest. See you, Las Vegas. Take care. So here is Gust. Oh wow, why am I sprinting? And here is our carriage. And I love this one so much. I especially love the first drop on that one. Like it's really well made. It's like a tornado drop. Little flat turn to get the spinning going, and then tornado drop. Then some Winges-inspired Wild Mouse turn. And the big finally into the brakes. What is my next stream? I always stream on Wednesdays and Saturdays, so always that time. Like the same time as today, but on Wednesdays and Saturdays. And of course, the last one is Bolt, a Gerslauer Eurofighter. which is heavily inspired by Drakon at Polton Spark that opened this year. Hey Osna and K1000, thank you so much for saying happy birthday, guys. Oh, let's go on it. There we go. I have to adjust. There we go. Change seats while the ride is going. That is very dangerous. Don't do that. And off we go. That element in particular was really inspired by Drakon, and so was the stall that we're about to go into. Hey Mavipe, welcome to the stream, or Mavip, I don't know. Thank you so much for saying happy birthday and welcome to the stream. So yeah, a nice little project. Nothing much going on with those, if I'm honest. They're like really easy coasters to make, really low investments, and honestly, very high reward. If I'm honest, like the views on those babies were really great. So I'm really happy with that. And then after that, a really special one. I'm gonna love this one. We have Toy Box Mania, the project that I made in early access for the Toy Box pack. And that may be my favorite project with when it comes to the ones that I've done for DLCs in general. What's the deal with these coasters? They were just blueprints that I made, I believe back in November, if I'm not mistaken. And basically the whole concept of this stream, we are going chronologically through all my creations since the beginning of Planet Coaster 2. I really like the spinning one. Yeah, me too. The spinning one is definitely the best. Buy two, get one free. Let's say that, yes. I think the concept of the video was do 3 coasters, and one is a kiddie coaster, one is a family coaster, and the third one is a thrill coaster. So this is Toy Box Mania. This was my take on a toy box shooting ride, even though the shooting ride didn't come in that pack. Sorry, not that park. And so my idea was that you're stepping in my toy box, actually, my big toy box of Yongyan. And you have my toys and my arts and crafts things, and here you can say I think there's a problem with that piece. Or did they change it? I think they changed it, yeah. Oh well, no matter. So yeah, hello, my name is Yan, and there you have like a letter to Santa that I've written. So, dear Santa, my name is Yen and I am 7 years old. And this Christmas, I would love the new Max Stormcloud action figure like the one on TV. I drew it, so you know the one. I've been super nice to Mom and Dad this year. You can ask them. I cannot wait to see you on Christmas. Much love, Yan. And you have the little sticker from Max Stormcloud and all that. I think it's really cute. And here you have the ranks that you can have depending on the score, and they're like every 20,000 you go up a rank. And just before we go on the ride, I want to showcase that this is an Easter egg. Like the box that the station is in is an Easter egg towards, if you like tilt your head 90 degrees, you can see that this is called Quick Draw, which was the name of the shooting ride in the original game. And so this is like a toy, a laser tag toy, where you can become the Quick Draw sheriff with that star and put it on you know, like a pin. And if you have like 100,000 points, you are the Quick Draw sheriff. Hey Ian, welcome to the stream, and thank you for saying happy birthday. And so yeah, and those were the batteries. So you have the operator's booth right here. Thanks for playing with us for the exit. And here we have the shop for our little ride right here. Anyway, going through Jan's saved park files is like going through the Van Gogh hidden archives. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. One, because mine are not hidden, and Van Gogh is far more talented than I am. Can't wait for your next dark ride, because this one and the Contrôle Temps was really amazing. Yeah, I cannot wait to do the next dark ride as well. I'm not gonna lie. And I hope you will play it and proper prove your skill. I haven't played this in like ages, basically since it released. So if I'm rusty, that'll be why. But I'll give it a good old try. They updated the piece, yeah. There we go. All right. There we go. This is a little tutorial scene. And then we actually start the ride. Sorry, I'm kind of focused right now. Okay. You gotta be lined up. Don't get the second one, otherwise you're gonna fail. There's gonna be a secret target here. I at least remember where the secret targets are. No, I'm not getting that. That's a secret target. No, I broke my combo. Dang it. Alright, let's build it back up. Okay, that's pretty cool. Can't get them. Oh my god, I'm actually scared. I don't want to lose. I don't want to be bad at my own game that I've made. No! Why did I do that? No! Ah! The pressure is getting the best of me. No, I missed one. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Final scene with King Gloop. Oh yeah, that is not supposed to be here. Okay. Okay, I've built back up my combo. GG. I forgot about that. And then we have the secret targets that we have here. And there we go, 61,000, which is far away from my my personal bests. Bro is washed. Hey, I would like to see you try. I'm at least an alien menace. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, love that project to bits. That is something that I absolutely love doing, and that was kind of my take on the what's it called, the Toy Story Mania trope of shooting rides, with the whole alien invasion storyline. It's so great. I love that. Of course, saying bye. And actually, if you want to try and get a high score, and of course those are not the actual high score, you'll have to download the blueprint to see who has made it on the leaderboard. I think it's not me who's first anymore, but definitely share your high score on Discord, on whatever Discord really. It's fine. I'll update it whether it's on mine or on Bronation, it's totally fine. Hey Joshua, thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Welcome to the stream. Only 20 minutes to go. All right, I don't think we'll have time to. Oh, actually, almost. No, I don't think we'll have time to do Belleflore. Let's not do Belleflore. I want to sleep because tomorrow I wake up early. I just want to go on until midnight, if we can. You can't end the stream until you're quick draw sheriff. No, no, that is torture. Let's go to what in my save files is called Project Yggdrasil, which is Tropical Blast. Woo. Tropical Blast is the launched wing coaster, the tallest, fastest, and longest launch wing coaster that I've made for Update 9. Nothing much going on with this, honestly. It's pretty standard. I really like the station, though. It's got a really, really nice vibe to it. Especially with that soundtrack, it's great. What are the stats? 45 meters tall, 111 kilometers an hour fast, I guess, and 1,014 meters long. Let's actually get a seat. Oh yeah, we have that as well. And then, boom, let's go. That is like one tall inversion. Boom, near miss. 0 G-roll. Very floaty. Airtime mail. Dive loop. Underneath the rockwork. Into an airtime bump. Forceful turn. Into a roll. Into a bump. Into another bump. Into a helix, which brings us to our brake run. Hey Blake, thank you so much for saying happy birthday. Welcome to the stream. And of course, unbuckle your seatbelts. We're going away. There we are. All right. So that was Tropical Blast. Honestly, not much to Tropical Blast. It's not incredible. It was like made really, really quickly in 2 days, and it is what it is. It's in the middle of a lake, of a massive lake. It doesn't make any sense, but it's there just because the setting is cool. Station is pretty cool though. Yeah, I like the. Well, actually, I haven't really looked at that, but the station is really cool with it being a double-sided station that is custom, which I love. Of course, you have access to the operator booth right here. Oh, and the custom trains. I totally forgot there was a custom train to that ride as well. Oh yeah, because it's like barrels of water spewing water to make it launch. Hence the Tropical Blast. I remember now. Yeah. Okay. Well, that was cool. Cooler than I expected, actually. And then the latest standalone coaster that I've done for the parade spec, we have Rail Runner, my single rail coaster. There we go, much better lighting here. So I tried to use the small town theme with this one on top of just well, I wasn't going to do just an RMC single rail, even though that was like a nice thing to do. I also wanted to try the small town theme because it really looked Parisian to me, so I wanted to have something like a botanical garden, really, style for it all. So yeah. There's still cattle pen. No, what am I saying? A cattle pen is never nice. But this station is pretty nice. Very nice, even. You can see a lot of the layout here. And this is probably one of the best realistic coasters that I've done. Because it's so experimental, but still quite realistic. Especially with, as Danny just said, the support structures and all that. That was definitely tricky to figure out how to do the support structure of it all, because on the one hand I had those very singular supports that I had to make for the lower to the ground sections, but then you have this massive support structure for the lift hill and the turnaround over there, which is all just one big structure, which is pretty impressive, honestly. But I absolutely love it. Especially that double down. That double down is so playful. Yeah, really nice. Really like it. Again, just a blueprint. Blueprints, coaster blueprints, I like them, but like, you know, there's not much to them. Whereas Toy Box Mania, for example, has a lot of soul to it. In fact, speaking of Toy Box Mania, I didn't even show the outside of it all that much. I didn't even show the show building and the realism around the ride and all that. Because, for example, if you see here the door, there's an emergency exit and a backstage access right here. And every single emergency exit has an actual emergency exit inside the building. Right here too. 12 minutes to 12 a.m. It's almost time. Toy Box Mania maintenance bay. There we go. Emergency exit right here behind that scene. Right here, right on the corner of that scene, you can actually kind of see the door. And behind the tutorial right here. And of course, on the roof, it's basically just like that. With a facade for the chest right here. But of course, right here, you can't really see anything. Hey, real life coasters, thank you so much for saying a happy birthday. Welcome to the stream. So yeah, that was Toy Box Mania. And now that we are pretty much done with all the blueprints and the previous projects, since there are only 12 minutes left till midnight, let me show you things that will never see the light of day. Abandoned projects, if you will. Starting with a Max Striker coaster inspired by the one that's going at Nigloland, because I was like, oh my god, we can actually have zero car on those, so let's actually make one with a zero car, and we can finally actually say that it is a Striker coaster. So there we go. That's a train for a Striker coaster, a Cyberpunk Striker coaster, I should say, which isn't actually going to see the light of day in the end, but it was going to be a small layout, much like what's it called? Supersonic train, but a closed layout, right? So yeah, that was my idea. I think I wanted to call it, yeah, neural overdrive. And yeah, it's essentially it was a cyberpunk project where your mind was overstimulated, and so you through an experimental cyberpunk program of sorts, and then you would go through the layouts with that in mind, with that evil-looking spider contraption that we have right here. Supersonic 1887. I'm just saying supersonic. I don't care. Much like I only say Baron most of the time. Baron, it should say. I just know that the Dutch say it's Baron. So I kind of made a mix right there. And then we have the Project Odysseus, which was also which is also an abandoned project, but this one is the one that I was going to make for Corvus's contest, and it is a coaster called Prometheus, which was a Conda inspired mega coaster, right? Yeah, it's a mega coaster. So yeah, a mega coaster, but of course the whole point of the competition is to have it be a terrain coaster. And so the idea behind the layout was to have a tiny first drop, which you wouldn't expect on such a coaster, and then have a stall, like an elongated stall, dropping you down a cliff into a big camelback, and then you will have a classic 2 section of camelback, and then just to mess up with your perception, you would have had the coaster do like tiny things, tiny elements right here, right after those big elements, and then go all the way back down and do big elements and probably inversions as well. So yeah, so let's, because obviously I was still working on that, so it's not smoothed. Let's smooth it real quick and have a ride on this. Okay. Okay, great. If I remember correctly, I have to select this all the way to there and change the banking to, where is it? There it is. To 0, otherwise it's messed up. There we go. Oh, now I'm so sad you're not joining the contest. I'd love to see you do a Conda inspired coaster. It will come eventually. It will. Just not in this contest, unfortunately. Okay. And boom. There we go. Shall we have a ride on Prometheus? And so, of course, the whole storyline of Prometheus is that he went to Mount Olympus to steal fire from the gods. And so, that's what happens here. He went to Olympus and he has stolen fire. Massive camelback. And there we go. Let's stop and start it. Have another view of it, if possible. Not quite sure how to do it. Probably chase. So hard to find time for stuff like this when you're doing YouTube Park series. Yes. Yes, for sure. It's already hard enough to do like DLC projects. So to add competitions on top of that is just impossible. So yeah. That is Prometheus. And I think, yeah, seeing it from this angle gives you a great idea of the scale of the ride. Yeah, it was pretty cool. I really liked the concept of it. This was why I wanted to participate originally, but I cannot work any longer on this, unfortunately. And unfortunately, I cannot show you Project Kavinsky yet. Ask me again on Wednesday, though, if you remember to do that. I don't think mine even reaches the height of that big hill. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty tall. It's like 45-ish, I think. But anyway, to wrap up the stream, for the final minutes of the stream, for the free final minutes of the stream, let's go to Belleflore. And instead of touring the old park, let's tour the jungle section of La Serpiente together. R.I.P. Kavinsky. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. That project was supposed to be inspired from the lore behind Kavinsky's work. All right, we are back in Belleflore. Hopefully the park, the park. Yes, the park doesn't make it crash. And here we are in La Serpiente. So of course, this is like so cool to go under not only one ride, but two rides. I think we're about to see the second one very soon drop from over, maybe not actually. 2 minutes till Yan explodes. I hope not. I hope not. I'm not fireproof. But that, I guess that's why I was getting warmer and warmer. There we go, there it is. Look at that first impression here. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's cool. That is super cool. And of course, imagine you're drinking here and boom. So excited for the panels coming back to the game. Yeah, for sure. Me too. Then you have sus ministros de supervivencia. Survival supplies, essentially. So, like, that very long title is basically survival supplies. Why don't many people write Kukulkan? I have no idea, and this is something that's been bothering me since I was doing guest tests of the ride. I'm so annoyed by that. Hey, there we go. We are at midnight. Happy New Year. Happy birthday. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. There we go. I'm officially 26. We've officially made it together to my 26th birthday. My goodness, let me take a sip to celebrate. A sip of water, I should add. There we go. Thank you all so much. That is kind of crazy to see how many people say happy birthday right now. I'm kind of shy now, which is weird for a YouTuber. Yonk BK. Hey, I'm only 26, okay? Cumpleaños feliz. Thank you so much. Muchas gracias. So sad this stream is going to end. Hey, I'm gonna see this through. I'm gonna tour the entire area, and then we'll actually end the stream. So don't worry. Still a little bit to go. So anyway, since I want to go to sleep, let's get a move on. So sismometro, so seismometer. There we go. Really, really nice queue line with some things taken from Imaginaria. Again, this is the share code to access Imaginaria, and of course the ganadores, the ones who donated in the streams where I was making the jungle section of La Serpiente, which of course everyone who's donated or has given some channel supporter memberships will be included in the new part of La Serpiente. Here you got the games that the people were playing. The broken seismometer, if it wants to spark, with a radio box as well. There it goes. And here we have the quakes that have been registered. 40 years and old. Older but not old. Yes. Yes, for sure. Old is just a mind state, I would say. Here is our little deeper flat ride called Sismometro. With, I don't know if I showed that on video, I don't think I have, but an old generator to power this outpost. There it is. Look at it. There it is. That is really cool. We're now officially closer to 30 than 20. Something even worse that somebody said to me when I turned 25 is that I was closer to 50 than my own birth. And that went like crazy. Then we have Ruinas de Splash, which is our little splash pad here. Really, really nice. I love that thing. Especially with the custom water sequence and all that. It's really nice. And of course, the main event, Kukulkan. There we go. There are some people coming here to ride. So here you have the map that you'll have to follow through the jungle to get to the entrance of the temple. So first we get to the ruins. Right here, right underneath the lift hill, in fact. With some netting, of course. Oh, there it is. Then you have the waterfall, and you finally get to the temple where all music cuts out. And you're only left with the noises of the temple. Then you have the... So yeah, this is a pressure plate maze. Sorry, I'm getting tired, so I'm not saying things. And then you have the poisonous dart trap right here. And finally, the spiked ceiling. which leads us to the Kukulkan station. And I must admit, in the video, we can't really hear the dispatch sequence properly. So let me shut up and and actually let you guys enjoy this, if I can, if it wants to depart. There it is. There we go. And of course, something that I really like is that all of this is also paved, so you can actually access it in first person if you really need to. Well, want to really. Same with the corridor to the lift hill. But let's actually get on the ride. And my favorite seat is the second seat of the first car for this. Lovely coaster, gives Black Mamba vibes. Yes, very much so. Trains are so good, thank you so much. The neuroplasticity and structural maturation of your brain up to your 30s is dope though. Would recommend you work out who you actually are. I would say so, yes. There we are. Look at this view of the whole park. Whoa, that was a freeze frame because of an autosave. Oops. There we go. And of course, there's the exit. With the right photos. That's what they look like. And yeah, that's the view out of the shop. It's about to come around. There it is. Whee! Oh, it's got a full train, yay! And you can see the other roll here. There we do. That's so cool. Of course, the tiny snakes. Love the snakes. And finally, the toilets and the staff entrance that we have right here, leading to the back of house stuff. And of course, right over there, there is our backstage stuff that we'll do in the final episode of Belleflore when we link everything together through the backstages and add the backstage corners and all that. So yeah. But guys, thank you so much for having spent that, basically what was a countdown towards my birthday, all the way until midnight. So thank you all so much for having been there. I'm really happy to have done this, honestly. It went way better than last year. Last year the game crashed and all that, and so I couldn't stream no, the game didn't crash, but it soft locked, I think. On Planet Coaster 1 when I basically did that but with my Planet Coaster 1 creations. So I was kind of bummed, but it is what it is. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for spending that evening with me. It's been amazing. I will definitely do it again next year. If I do more creations, hopefully I will. Hey, next year we'll be able to tour the final version of Belleflore actually, which is probably gonna take a few hours on its own. So you know, it works. It definitely works. But guys, thank you so much. I'm gonna go to bed to go to Bellewar tomorrow. Thank you all so much again for being so generous and for being part of my life. Honestly, it's always so humbling to see you all here for the streams and here for the videos. If you haven't already, go check out episode 11 of Belleflore because it's basically a more narrative version of showcasing all of what I've just shown in this last part of the stream. But yeah, thank you all so much. Sleep well if you're a European, and I'll see you all next week actually for some more videos. Bye guys. No, sorry. Bye.